Hey guys, before we get into the podcast, Macro Foods, ready-made meals that actually hit your macros. Tasty, high-protein meals designed to fuel your goals without the prep time. Head to macrofoods.com.au and use MTP10 for 10% off all your orders. Go now, macrofoods.com.au. Use code MTP10 for 10% off all your orders. Portion, 100% natural single ingredient Aussie dog food. No fillers, no nasties, just real high protein treats like kangaroo jerky and goat trotters. Go to portion.com.au, use Muscle Talks 25 for 25% off your first order and Muscle Talks 10 for 10% off continued orders. Primabolics, Australia's favorite supplement company, proteins and pre-workouts and more. Go to primabolics.com.au and use code MUSCLETALKS15 for 15% off all your orders. primabolics.com.au, MUSCLETALKS15 for 15% off all your orders. Let's get on with the podcast.
What's the difference between the ones who can and the ones who can't from your experience?
The ones that believe they can. One that was memorable for, I want to say a wrong reason. It just sounds wrong, but I was doing a mini cut and I said, I looked okay. And I looked on Instagram. Okay. This was about 9 weeks into a mini cut and I was done. I was actually done on this mini cut. It was a little side bet at our gym. And I said, there's a show next week in Brisbane, Virginia. I yelled out, Virginia, there's a show in Brisbane next week. I think I'm going to do it. She goes, are you even prepping? I go, no, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so I funny enough, Beck was at the show. She's the one that broke the news. So long story short, I go, I'm going to do the show. So I booked flights. I registered for the show. And like, I'll get in there. I win the show. I win the show after this mini cut. And I had not told anyone I was going to do this show. So I've searched under 70 or under 65 bodybuilding champion A and B. Graydon's picture comes up.
Yeah.
Right? I print it. I said, if I want to look good or do well in bodybuilding, this is who I need to look like.
Yeah.
So I printed it and I've put it there. 6 years later, I get to compete against him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we get on stage. So it's a full circle moment, right?
Yes.
I've printed this picture of who I need to look like. Now we're going head to head.
Wow. Okay, his quotes, and more motivational quotes.
Yeah.
Maximize that potential. Don't let yourself think anything else. He makes promises to himself, powerlifting now.
Yeah.
Growing up, he was quiet, but cheeky. I think nothing's changed right now. Once corporate, 14 years in fact. Naivety was his greatest asset.
Yep.
A bodybuilding accident, 4 pro cards, 4 different natty feds. Why did Eleni call me a patata, which is actually a potato in Greek? We'll answer that question. Please help me welcome his mid-40s, feeling stronger than ever. It's not about getting older, it's about getting better. Pete, Rippon Fitness.
What an intro.
I told you I had to go get the script. I told you I needed the script.
I'll take it.
Oh my God, if they only knew that what we had to do to get this script and what you two had to find out about Chris and how you two had to open up.
No, it's fine.
It was a bit of a counselling session. Good to see you, mate.
Likewise. It's good to be here.
So what was the main topic with you and Chris while I was racing to get a script?
Lockdown, crypto, bit of sport, gambling.
Are you into NBA, Chris, eh?
He's now.
You was?
Yeah, I was.
He is now.
Yeah. Back in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not anymore?
I just got disappointed when LeBron moved from the Cavaliers to the Lakers.
LeBron's very disappointing. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah?
I'm a Jordan guy.
Are you a Jordan guy?
I'm a Jordan guy.
Yeah, I'm a Jordan guy.
Yeah, but yeah.
Wow, okay. And what did we learn about lockdown?
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad?
We both didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. Don't get me wrong. There was parts of it that was okay.
It was
I didn't hate it as much as what people led on to.
Yeah. I found during COVID, well, I thought it was great to get $750, but obviously we paid that back somewhat. and
then some, yeah.
I tell you what, I watched some amazing Netflix.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, there was some amazing docos. I can't remember the exact names. Well, there was a coaching doco I watched about coaches.
Yeah.
And there was a coach that he used, I don't know if you've heard the word Ubuntu. Have you heard the word Ubuntu? Tom Cruise used it once in a speech. So Ubuntu is an African word.
Yep.
And it means tribe in a way. It means not me, we. And this coach distilled in his players that it's not about me. Yeah. It's not about you. Yeah. It's about us. Yeah. It's about we. So up in their locker room or whatever it was, they had the word Ubuntu. And I've actually got a coffee company.
Which documentary or what show was it? I might have remembered these during lockdown now. Now that you mentioned it, yeah.
I think it's the coach's book or something like that it's called.
Yeah,
and it talks about all coaches.
Yeah, okay.
In many different divisions. Yeah. And I thought this would be a great thing. I mean, I think coach, you're a coach. I guess maybe I should ask you this question. That's what I'm saying is we don't always need the script.
Yeah.
But coaches, I mean, they're not the best at the sport.
Yeah.
They're just good at getting the best out of someone in the sport.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, who is following us on all platforms, but especially here on YouTube. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, please, if you could do us a big favor, which helps us reach more people, get better, bigger, greater. We've already had some great guests anyway. Everyone's been a treat. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every week a new podcast that is launched. And I just want to say a big thank you. But again, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enjoy watching Muscle Talks podcasts.
Do you feel that sometimes? Is it you, because you're a competitor, and I suppose people want to be reassured that you've been up on that stage, you've done the hard work, you've done the hard yards. But how do you know when you're a good coach? That's what I'm going to ask you, because how do you know when you're a good coach? Because you would critique yourself a lot.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
And also you could probably feel like some of the people you train are really good. And you're wondering, what do they need from me sometimes?
Yeah.
But what is it about?
Yeah.
But what is it about? What does it take for you or for you to feel? Or what do you try to distill in yourself to be a great coach?
Oh, good question.
And not on the script. See what I mean? We could have run it.
At some point, I know we'll use this term loosely, that you get, imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
At times. But I think a good coach, honestly, is being empathetic. I wouldn't even say doing it the right way, but the outcome's the outcome. Someone's going to come first, someone's come second. I think my coaching philosophy is just trying to get the best out of someone. And I say this all the time with my athletes. Sometimes I believe in them more than they believe in themselves.
Yeah.
Right? It's really bringing that out. It's always about maximizing potential. Let's be honest. There's people who are going to compete, could be the best and hardest work in the room, but really, are they going to be in an overall title? Are they going to come first? No. Their maximum might be first, second, third. But to go back to your question about being a good coach, I think it's just really understanding who you got in front of you and just going with the cards you dealt in that instance. As you said, just because you got a good physique doesn't mean you're a good coach.
Yeah.
Right? It's communication. It's a whole host of things, right?
It's not like Messi who's the number one player in the world, but he's being coached by one of the best coaches, I guess. They can make Messi play better. But does Messi need that coach?
No.
Not really. But
no.
When he joins when they buy him into the side, I mean, that coach, it can be quite overwhelming. I guess you got Messi on your side, but you got to make this guy still shine and play the position and the team around him to make Messi shine. So the coach there's a lot to it, isn't there, really? Yeah.
I mean, you got to unlock potential within yourself and within your athletes.
I think that's what it is.
Look, people can get lazy. The coaches can get lazy, especially if they've got a good athlete. They might not think they have to do as much work, and that might be detrimental to the athlete too, right? But I've always said this about me, and again, trying to understand myself. I'll give 100% to someone that gives 100% to themselves. If you're being lazy with me, you'll find that I wouldn't say I drop the ball. I'll give you the standard minimum. But if you're giving more, I'll give you more.
Wow.
Right. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
In terms of how I approach a lot of things. But I do believe in my athletes more than they believe in themselves often. Yeah.
Well, I think I discovered you a little while back and we connected. And then, like I said, there's so many people that come through our channel talking to us or we reach out, like I said. But I think what got me is probably some of the recent shows. I think you were coaching some people.
Yeah.
And some people actually came to you for one reason, for posing.
Yep.
So I've realised at the moment the flavour of the month or the flavour of the year is that I'm a posing coach.
Yeah.
And everyone that gets on stage has become a posing coach.
Yeah.
Everyone that's become on stage is a competitive coach.
Yeah.
And it's starting to water things down. Like there's a lot of charlatans out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I don't feel I could be. I can't think I'm Mervac, who builds. But I've renovated one house.
Yep. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get it.
And I wouldn't want to start training people to do high-rise apartments if I've just done a house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what I want to know is why. And I don't know. I think one of the athletes I saw recently, I think you had said, his name said?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know him. I mean, personally, I've just seen a little bit of him. Yeah, he showed a lot of determination going into this thing. You'd know him better. And like I said, we can perceive someone from far. I'm a very judgmental person, but I get judged. But once you meet me in person, you'll realise the earrings and the moustaches mean nothing.
Yeah.
But I think he had a few people previously, good people helping him, but he really felt like he had the best with you in some of his comments. Yeah. And obviously he came to you and he did well. He did very well. He did very well and he looked amazing. But what I mean is, so were you specifically his posing coach? What were you?
For a period of time, I think it was, worked each other for like 6 to 8 weeks maybe up into shows.
So I'm asking you, why would you think he needs to come to you when there's so many posing coaches out there? And why did he feel like you were going to dial him in when he's I do know he approached a few athletes to help dial him in, but then you're not a men's physique coach. Hear me out. You're classic or open?
Yeah, classic. No, I do men's physique coaching.
You do men's physique too?
In terms of an athlete, no, I've never done men's physique.
No, have you competed?
Not as a men's physique.
No,
I've always done classic and bodybuilding.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're not a men's physique competitor.
Correct. Yeah.
You're not even bikini.
Yeah. Close.
But I'm sure the bikini girls come to you at times, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm asking is, I want to know the mindset. Why do you think he came to you in those final 6 to 8 weeks? Why he thought he needed to elevate, and it was you that he chose? That's a question I want to ask.
It would have been referrals for one.
Yes, of course.
From people that have coached with me, posing wise anyway. That would have been one. Yeah. And I think after the first session, I was able to kind of give him, I wouldn't say the hard truths, but I don't necessarily like that. I don't necessarily like this.
Wow.
I think we can try that. Whether it was just more, I wouldn't say my direct nature in that sense, but it's just this is what I see.
Wow.
You take it or you don't. Like I'm here to coach you in terms of this is what I think, what looks good, what flows. You do it on stage, great. If you don't, then you don't, but these are my thoughts.
Yeah.
Whether it was that, I don't know. Even from a coaching perspective, I'd never say an absolute, you have to do it this way. Think about the whole society. Anyone that says absolutes, what are they trying to say?
Yeah.
Just listen to me.
Yeah.
Right? But I can't probably answer that question in terms of what made him come to me in those few weeks. But I think we vibed initially with what I was showing him, the direction, and really this how I simplified it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do too much in posing.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you can do too much.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of detail that I would look at, angles that I think, and also strip things back. Probably, I'll say things like not necessary or only do that if X. Otherwise, stick to basics. So I've always tried to not overcomplicate things. Maybe that's what it was. I have no idea.
Okay.
But so to go back to the original, not the original question, but posing coaches, first-time competitors, all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to coach or didn't think I was ready to coach until about 7 years into my competitive
Yeah.
seasons. It was when I felt like I had the knowledge, had the maturity.
You did some time.
Did
skin
some
in the game.
time.
Yeah.
And also knowing that, fuck, it gets emotional.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where you're doubting yourself. It gets to the point where, shit, why am I doing this? So I'm able to put myself in those shoes. We've had people cry in my office. We had people, this is too much. I get it. I get it. It's really just navigating through that. If it's getting too much and it's going to affect parts of your life that's more important than bodybuilding, fuck, there's another show next week.
Yeah.
There's another show in 6 months. If it's now's not the time, now's not the time. But you're right. It's getting a little bit watered down. Does it advantage me?
Probably.
Possibly. Does it advantage other experienced coaches? Yes, I would say yes.
I just feel it is. Look, I don't know. I mean, I'm a spectator. Yes, we've got a podcast. I have no bias for anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not linked with any federation or. I mean, I had Bex on her podcast. Just got launched. I saw that, and she said some people come to her first before they even go to get a coach for a competition, and she just puts them through posing, and they go, "Oh, I ain't going on stage." Just the posing itself stopped them. Sure, they thought they could get the physique, but the posing's intimidating.
It's harder than what people think. Yeah,
I think that's, and I think my daughter, she's in performing arts, right?
Yeah.
But if you know how much work goes into the performing arts, but the brutality behind it, to get on stage, like these people go on stage, you think they go out the back and put makeup on nicely and all that, and they smell nice. They're getting undressed and dressed in front of each other, and they're racing on to the next act, if that makes sense. And the show goes on. So they built resilience. There's this element of resilience. And I think with posing, like you guys mentioned, practice your posing, get your posing right, get it down to, it's an element of resilience.
No, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can have a great body, you can pose, hit the bicep, most muscular. But if you're going to put something together, I mean, that can break you, I guess.
It does. In a lot of the times it does.
Oh, wow. It's amazing me thinking about that. Yeah, I could just imagine what posing does. But I'm, like I said to you, not that it's watered down. I just feel, sometimes I feel like when I watch, I just see, I guess, I don't know. Everyone should jump on something and do something, but I think the internet and the way society is, you don't need to do any skin in the game. You can call yourself a mentor and you haven't mentored jack shit, or you can say you're happy to help someone with mental health and you've never been through mental health issues yourself. Like, people are just jumping on the bandwagon. And I'm not going to say about taking people's money, but they're just trying to create, I just think they're taking people away and from the people that can really help them, all the people that have studied it, all the people that have lived it and got through it and studied it, or actually know a philosophy. Like, it's not just about, see, I'm sure like in posing and competing and muscularity, I'm sure you're trying to crack codes.
Yeah, of course.
You're always you're trying to crack the code. You're not trying to just show someone how, you're thinking, how can I make that easier? I just got a breakthrough, and it could have taken.
I said earlier, how do you simplify things?
Yes.
Why do you have to make things harder than what they need to be? But I guess to the watered down thing, and I always say this line: everyone's got to eat, and I get that.
I'm trying to go with that too.
Everyone's got to eat, right? But I always say, this might be controversial, right? But if you fall for it, it's your fault.
I'm with you.
So if you go to a prep coach, a posing coach, a life coach that doesn't really service those things that you want, and you haven't done your due diligence, your fault. You paid for it. You just went with something that either was price sensitive or they look good. What's the substance around it? Let's go online. Half the coaches don't even have qualifications in fitness or nutrition. Right? Yeah. And here's my thought on this. And again, very controversial.
That's right. That's what podcast
IG obviously has this blue tick to say, I'm a real person.
Yeah.
Right. So they should have another tick to say, I can provide this service in its full capacity.
I think that's a good idea.
It's a green tick that I can give you nutritional and fitness advice, because potentially you could hurt someone. But that's just another topic in itself. But all I'm saying is everyone's got to eat, but if you're falling for it, it's your fault.
Well,
your fault, 100%.
My girlfriend, let's say, she works for a personal development coach, motivational coach. Well, not motivational, just a coach.
Yep.
and I just see the I'm not shocked, but I see the disorganization, the hiding behind things, making others do it, and cracking under pressure. I watch it. And I said to her, not so much how do you work with this person, how do you feel the service they provide, hear me out, how do you feel the service they provide is fair to the people that are paying for it? And this is what she said to me. She goes, if her service helps somebody else be better, well, they got what they wanted, even though she's fractured. But for me, and that's what I feel like everyone's selling, hoping that the person they sold to, they miraculously, like you're saying you're a posing coach, right, let's just say.
I actually don't.
But what
I'm saying is,
all right, but let's say now you're teaching someone to pose.
Yeah.
But you actually don't really know how to pose.
Yeah.
But because you can sit back and say, I want you to turn, I want you to do this, I want you to, because you've got one signature strike that you do always in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they go, wow, he's so good.
Yeah.
And then, sure, they go on to do relatively well, or they're happy that they came 6th in their first show. But if they had the right person, they might have come 3rd. Yeah. They might have come 2nd, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
So they think their best was 6th, but their best was that they got this person that's fractured, who paid their money, and they actually believe they got something in the end. I just know time is the only currency for anything for you to be able to sit and voice something accordingly, right? Or confidently. And in myself, I'll just say something a little bit off topic, and I'm probably going to listen back and think, God, you're talking about this. But the thing was, there was a time in my life I saw a psychologist for 10 years. Not because of course there was some dark times, some hard times, but also saw her through questioning and easy times. Yep. But that's what I learned. I learned that I didn't have to go see her when I literally drove off the cliff. That I could go in a little bit earlier and say, look, I don't know if I'm doing a good job as a parent. But I'm doing an okay job. But and then we sat down, and then she's telling me, no, I think whatever she's doing and whatever she's doing. But I'll tell you, I'm going to say something funny. I remember once telling her what I was thinking. Yep. And she goes, did you act on it? I said, no. She goes, then why have you sentenced yourself? It's just a thought. Yeah. And I went. So and that's what I'm saying, like in life, you don't know, you don't understand that. So if I talk to someone and they're thinking like, I'll give you an example, you're thinking you want to bash this guy. I could say anything, but you want to hurt this guy. And I say, it's okay. It's just a thought. Yeah. You're not going to do it. Don't worry about it. You're not going to hurt the guy. But you feel like bashing him. And that's understandable. Why? Because you're angry. And you're angry? Why? Because he did this to you. All right. Well, don't be so fixated that you want to hurt him. What you want to know is that you haven't, thankfully, but it's just a thought. Now we need to step that thought out. We need to get rid of it. And so what I'm trying to say to you is that I feel your coaching and watching people is your time in the game, is the skin in the game, is even looking back when you first started realizing, oh my God, how many mistakes did I make? And how do I get away with that?
100,
how do I get away with that?
100%.
But now you're going like, I don't want to get away with it.
Yeah. The thing, and to your point though, how many coaches that don't look at that because they think everything they do is right? That's right. Yeah. So I'm not bashing on any coach, but as you said, if you're an inexperienced coach, how often do you sit back going, what do I do? Yeah. Or what can I improve on? I do that now. I will do something and, okay, well, what happened there? Cool. And I can put my hand up and say, well, probably missed that. And I'll be open. Like one of my competitors recently, I said, I think I spilt you over. Wow. All right? Yeah. Like we'll get an opportunity at some point, but I know now, right? 100%. There was things that I did there that I probably would not do again for you. Yeah. Right? But again, this comes down to being able to be a bit more accountable to yourself, I guess, in that sense. But it's time in the game, but also know what you got away with. I don't think anyone realises what they got away with. That's another word. Yeah, that's a big topic. Yeah, no, got away with. Yeah, I'm in the coffee game. So when coffee accounts have problems, they say to me, the coffee's not pouring right. Yeah. Right? The coffee's not pouring right. Let's just say that. Yeah. So when I go there, it's a problem with the grinder. They don't know the grinder. I know the grinder. Yeah. But when I go in there and pretend I touched the grinder, so I just touched it. Yeah. I go, no, it's working fine now. And I walk out, I go,
I don't know what the problem is. But so I've studied the problem because I know not only do I walk in with anxiety, I actually leave with anxiety.
Yeah.
So now because I've understood the mathematical equation of posing, you already know that, correct me if I'm wrong, I'll put money down, you already know the first session with that person and you know their emotions. Yeah. And you know where they're going to crack.
Yeah, of course.
And you also know when their complacency comes in.
Yep.
And maybe when they're getting some ego and you say, well, let's calm down, stop the flick, stop that, stop this, calm it down, will you?
Yes,
So what I mean is it's us to not feel like when the client walks out of the room that we actually did nothing.
Yeah,
that we actually did something.
Yeah.
And I think that's the lesson that I think is important, that we all know if you're faking it. We all know because you're the one walking out of the room after you've had a client or whatever you've done with them. So I think it's very important to know every step of the way because that's experience, that's time.
Yeah. I mean, look, experience is a big thing. I think.
It is.
Yeah. If you tell me otherwise, I'd say bullshit.
No. Like I said to you, that's what I'm saying is like I'm just seeing people like, everyone is the one-stop shop at the moment. But having said that, everyone's the one-stop shop. But having said that, let's talk about your stories. You had a post up recently on stories, a quote, and it said this: "Make it a habit to talk about blessings more than burdens."
Yeah.
When you spread positivity, the universe blesses you with even more blessings. Close the window that triggers you, no matter how captivating it is. Be disciplined about what you entertain. Where focus goes, energy flows.
Yep.
I might debate this one, but let's hear it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I think you've got to, and this is just my take on it. Again, this is not everyone's.
I know, we're taking it serious, mate.
It's really the way. Look, if I could say that my last 3, 4, 5 years, maybe I'd say that I've matured. I'm 45 in a couple of weeks, right?
Great.
And I feel like I've matured the most in my 40s.
Once you get to your 50s, that's when you become immature.
I'll wait for it. It's come down to I've got a lot more than I thought I did. I've got a good family base. I've got a great wife, beautiful kids. I'm doing what I want for work. So I always look at things now like, shit, I've got it. Like, I don't need many things. So that gratitude part of it is big for me.
Yeah.
Like in the past, we go. And my mate Louis, who actually asked a question, many years when we started corporate, it was like conversation. How do we make 6 figures?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We made 6 figures. No big deal.
Yeah.
Like you spend more. Didn't make us any happier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying is I think that positivity and gratitude and just thinking about energy in that way really changes my perspective on a lot of things. And I have this, and then you might know Mel Robbins, that let them theory. Like as soon as you get your energy taken away from things that you wanted to work on, for example, in the past I'd drive and someone cut me off. Beep, beep, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You should see me now. Someone cuts me off.
Yeah.
My energy has to go in things that I want to work on, in the gym, my life, my business. I think that's where that post came from, is be happy with what you got, live your life the way you need it, in your way. You don't have to push it either.
Yeah.
What's your take, Steve?
No, I think so, but
Hey guys, as I chow down on macro foods, your true source of macro and micronutrients, I'm chowing down on teriyaki chicken. 7 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein, and only 334 calories. You know, you got no excuse to not get your meals in, and I'm a true advocate for about 5 meals a day. I always get my meals in, and to make sure you get your meals in, you go to macrofoods.com.au and order now. Use code MTP10 to get 10% off. macrofoods.com.au, use code MTP10 to get 10% off. Go get yours now.
I was probably a big advocate for that.
Yep.
But I don't know anymore. And I'll tell you why. I mean, you mentioned something that naivety was your
Biggest asset.
biggest asset.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think we don't have that enough.
Yeah.
And I found that I'm going to give you an example.
Yeah, good.
You'll find this funny. Chris will find it funny too. I usually get up in the morning,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
and I have a cold shower.
Yeah.
Right. And cold shower. I'll use the word serve. I serve my dogs.
Yeah.
Like I check their water, make sure they're all right, whatever. Animals, living souls.
Yeah.
Then I will hit the bag.
Yep.
I have a bag. Hit the bag, and then I'll do some core work, just because I want to have a strong core, to have a strong height, to whatever, right? And then, but also, I would read my affirmations. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'd look at my vision board. What a morning. And if I said my life has been fucked, it's like it's never been more fucked in its life.
Yeah.
So then I said, you know what? Fuck all that.
Yeah.
So I get up in the morning in my robe, no cold shower yet, and I'd make a black coffee.
Yep.
And I say, fuck off. I just sit there drinking my black coffee. And I said, no. And I tell you why I do that. Some of my success hasn't been getting up early in the morning when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Some of my success in my 30s haven't been even reading an affirmation.
Yeah.
Even a vision board.
Yeah.
What I found was it's just having a dream.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, hear me out, you didn't do this, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
but sometimes we put all these things in place
Yeah.
thinking that we're going to be lucky.
No,
You know what I'm trying to say. But blessing's very important. I'm not trying to take away from that.
Yeah.
I've wrestled with this because I love this. I love this mindset. But I've seen, maybe Chris can also agree, I've seen miserable people be luckier than me. Miserable.
Yeah.
Like I think, what the fuck? No
But
appreciation.
are they lucky if they're miserable? They got luck, but they're still miserable.
Well, no, what I've realised is some people are very fortunate on the external world, but internally they're not happy.
And
Thankfully, I'm internally happy.
Yeah.
I am internally happy.
I think that's where that post comes from too.
I think
as well.
internally happy is
Yeah,
important.
he's
I'm sure
100%.
your world isn't perfect as well.
No,
I'm
of
just
course
saying.
not. Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, and I'm going to use that this quote's unreal. Blessings, yes, you should be blessing. You should be saying thank you, and you've got to hang around possibly with the right people, and you've got to cull. You've got to cull. And marriage and children and faithful and all that. I love all that stuff. This grass is not greener on the other side. And everything, and stay away from drugs and alcohol and any addiction, even smoking or whatever it is. Because at one stage I smoked and I didn't realise how I got addicted to smoking. I don't smoke anymore. But what I'm trying to say to you is, but just realise that if you have a dream and you have a belief and a desire, don't think that because the internet keeps telling people jump in a cold plunge.
Yeah, of course.
And all these things are actually deterrents to make you, because if you don't do them in the morning, you feel like you're a failure.
No, and it is, and good point. So this is my thought on this. Right, it's similar to what I was saying earlier. It's your fault if you listen to it, right? It's literally your fault if you listen to it. All I'm saying is you get information all the time.
Yeah.
What do you take from that information? How does it work for you? I can be positive as much as I need, but if I'm just bullshitting myself on this positivity, then it's pointless. Like you can read an affirmation, but do you believe it?
But what I'm saying is, and I'm going to go one little bit further.
It's a good conversation.
It is.
This is good.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. They say don't look at your phone first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? They say it.
Yeah.
No, but who says that's going to... So when I look at it, what's the first thing I think? I'm going to have a shit day.
Yeah.
They've made you like these charlatans all around the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, we are caught up in it. That, like, everyone's got their camera and like someone says, someone set that camera up. So they've set it up and then they've gone back to bed.
Yeah. No.
They go like this. Like, oh my God. But someone got up first and hit play. They hit play.
Yeah.
Right? Hit play. And then when they walk in the bathroom, they've gone and put it in the bathroom. And then they go, all right, now walk in the bathroom. All this funny stuff. And we fucking believe it. But some of my motivation stuff came at 9 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
midnight. I remember a kid. I wanted a shop. I had a shop once. I used to drive down to certain suburbs at midnight and sit and look at this suburb and look at the shops for lease, and I go, I'd love to have a shop here.
Yeah.
Which I did have a shop once upon a time, but it just wasn't. I did write goals.
Yeah.
I did believe in positivity. But I didn't believe in all these tools.
No.
These tools you got to have.
Yeah.
And going back to my psychologist, let's go back for a second. One day she said to me this, which made a lot of sense. She said, oh my God, Steve, I love what you're doing. You're getting up, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this. I said, yeah. She goes, so if you stop it one day, does everything fall apart? And I went, I guess not. She goes, no. All right, you've put some practices in.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't train today, are you going to be small? No.
I used to think that way, Bob.
No, but we all did.
Yeah.
When we ate something, we thought we were going to be fat.
Yeah, no.
Instantly.
100%. But that comes in experience, knowledge, and then and test and learn, right?
Yeah, but so what I decided was, so I go, I want to change things up a little bit. I don't want to do nothing in the morning.
Yeah.
I want a black coffee.
Yeah.
And if my phone is beside me and I want to look at it and cross my legs, and I'm not saying I smoke, but if my coffee's my cigarette, I go like, well, okay, it's a lovely Monday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, sun's out.
No, I
love this coffee. So what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
this fixation, and then I have an expectation of reward. It's not, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then when I don't get the reward, I get frustrated. I say, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
And so I've learned that
Well, that's part of it.
naivety that you mentioned, sometimes just got to go with it.
You just got 100%. I think the expectation, if you don't expect anything, you can't be disappointed.
Yes. But
Two,
just go with it.
And again, when I said, like, if someone gives you an absolute and you think, well, that's the only way, then you shouldn't listen to that
All right, I'm with you.
either, right?
I'm listening.
So my whole premise of probably that post or that story is that's the way I think.
Yeah, of course.
You have to consume it how you want it. For you, doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means this is how I'm going to function. But even like I talked about people demonize being on your phone. Yeah. And I get it.
Yeah,
I get it
I
to
do
some
too.
degree.
I get it.
But to be honest, if I'm working all day and I want some downtime and it means that I'm going to consume,
What can you do?
that's what I'm going to do.
What can you do?
Do you know what I
about
mean?
it?
Like, yeah.
But if we're made to feel like, oh my God, you're looking at it before you go to bed, shame on you, Pete. Shame on you before bed. But that's what? Calm down.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Steve.
He smashed goals during the day. The goal was to be. He got up in the morning. He didn't know what to do. He's looking for a song and he sees a post. He thinks he's got to look at the post before he goes to the song. What I'm getting at is it's just, and I think to myself, enough.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I don't know what lucky is. If you can tell me
luck. I don't think there's luck.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't know what lucky is.
Yeah,
I don't know what the right. But in the past, you're 45, I'm 56. We know life without a phone.
Yeah.
Somehow we navigated it.
Yeah.
Somehow you turned up at Bondi at 10 o'clock and your mate turned up and you didn't have to tell him you're 5 minutes late. But you just committed.
Yeah,
You
100%.
committed.
There's no cancel culture in that sense, right?
We commit.
Yeah, I'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, and we committed.
100. Yep.
But now we've got the excuse, I'm running late.
Yep.
I'm like all
I can't make it.
I can't make it.
Yeah.
Something's come up.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, the quitting culture, like I think you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So that's when I've realised, that's what I said to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to get a robe on.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah.
No combing hair, no washing face. I just put the Turkish coffee on, it's brewing, and I sit down on the table and I cross my legs and I just go,
Yep.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But I think society is telling us, and back to like this whole like, this is what it looks like. We've been told, I think, or been conditioned, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that you need to have a house, you need to have this, you need to have a nice car, you need to. No, even like for myself, once upon a time, I wanted to go, okay, I'm doing okay, I'm a good trainer, I'm known for coaching, I should have my own gym, right? At some point, we were looking at one.
Yes.
But do I really need to be more successful?
100%.
No, like at some point, do you need to keep progressing? Do you always have to have a new goal? Not necessarily, is what I'm saying. But it's a big topic. But yeah,
have you heard, Chris? Have you heard the topic about the Spanish fisherman?
no.
All right, I'm going to try to say it quickly now. I don't know if I'm going to do it justice, right? So there's this guy fishing.
Yep.
And he's pulling up all these fish.
Yep.
Right? And someone saw him. He goes, what do you do all day? He goes, I just fish.
Yeah.
I love fishing.
Yeah.
He goes, but you catch so much fish. You could do something about it. He goes, what could I do with it? He goes, all I want to do is fish.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, tell me if I don't say it right. And then this guy goes, you should start selling fish to the neighborhood, selling to the locals.
Yeah.
So he goes, all right, I'll start selling fish to the locals. So he's selling fish to the locals.
Yeah.
And he's making all this money, but he's fishing a little bit, making all this money. And the guy goes, no, we should sell it overseas.
Yeah.
We should export it. So he goes, oh, what will that give me? He goes, it'll give you more time to fish and more money. So he was doing that. So he started fishing less, but he had more money. And he kept going. And then it's like it reached the stock exchange.
Yeah.
And then he had absolutely, I think, how does it finish? It's kind of like he had no time to fish. And they asked him, what's your goal now? He goes, I just want to be in a little town fishing.
So he got further away from what he was doing.
But in the end, his ultimate goal was to go back
Yeah.
and fish.
Yeah.
And that's all he wanted.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the whole going right round the circle
around
to go
the
back to where you really wanted to be,
Yeah.
what you were doing.
Yeah.
So
Interesting because like in my day,
I didn't do it justice.
and no, that was a good story.
you should look it
I
up.
know I got the premise of it.
Yeah.
If I can train my normal training time or get to train the day, I don't care how much I work in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I'm with you.
As long as I have my training in, I don't care.
Isn't it funny?
Whatever else I have to do.
Isn't it a beautiful thing, though?
That's my day. Let me work 13, 14 hours.
Yeah,
if I got my training done, I'm good. Did I have to do everything that I need to for my family and my kids? Cool. Make me work as much as I need.
100%.
That's my whole mindset. And then similar to that, I don't want to get further away from it. The more I work doesn't mean my being, I guess, in that sense, is my business card essentially, right?
100%.
Like I can't be sloppy as a coach that's preaching, hey, take care of yourself and things like that. Let's be honest, in the industry it happens. Doesn't mean there were shit coaches. There's people at different levels and in different parts of their lives. But for me, my mindset is like I have these rules, Steve. I always have to have my hair done.
Yeah. Okay.
Never wear a hat indoors. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I always have to have clean shoes, and I always have to be kind of not disheveled.
Where does that come from? Let's go with that for a second. Can I ask?
Yeah.
So, my dad,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Even myself, I have it in me. I have, what's the word? I have an element of pride. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, my dad would always have his hair combed nicely. He had the right hanky.
Yeah.
His shoes,
Yeah.
the way he dressed. I can't find the word. What's the word I'm looking for, Chris, when you think you're unreal? Besides that.
Aura.
No.
The kids are like that.
No, sometimes I say my dad had something good on him.
Oh, vanity.
Vanity.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you? That's exactly the word.
Yeah.
I have an element of vanity.
Yeah.
I do. I can't, and I'll never shake it.
Yeah.
Because for me, that vanity is the only thing I've got in private.
Yeah.
It's all I got.
Yeah.
So it's not for others.
No,
it's for me.
No. Yeah.
But if you don't like it, or if I can come with that, you're lucky.
Yeah.
But if you try to take it from me, we ain't hanging out.
Yeah.
Because I can't get rid of it. Do you have an element of vanity?
I say yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
My dad had vanity dripping. Dripping. But he was happy.
Yep.
And he would like your haircut. He'd say, I love your haircut, man.
So I'd wear
I like
something,
your
and
shoes.
some people might go, "Oh, I don't like that." It's not for you.
No, that's right. Yeah,
It's the way I like to wear.
Yeah.
It's not like how I dress, and it's like what I like to wear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for you, champion. Like,
I love it.
like it.
I
you know
love
what I mean?
vanity.
Yeah.
I think vanity is personal.
Yep. Yeah. But it's all it means you take pride of yourself.
Yeah, but people try to take that away from
No.
people sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you got to be perfect. And I don't care. But like I said, so you have an element of vanity.
I think we all should have.
I think we should have.
No, 100%.
I think
Like,
so.
I don't say I love myself in that way.
Oh, no.
But I do take pride in my appearance.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
an element of loving yourself.
Yeah.
Like, let's hope you do love yourself, but
Yeah.
I don't think you need to love yourself. I think vanity is, well, firstly, it's a tough one for you because you have an expectation of yourself. and you want to deliver on that expectation for yourself.
Yeah.
So if you don't want, like for me, I guess I'm wearing a cap, so I don't have to worry about the vanity side. And I necessarily don't care about clean shoes, but you do. But so it's going to have to mean work for you.
Yeah.
But I think it's unreal. I think vanity is amazing.
No,
I love
yeah.
And I don't think I think vanity, you see an element of personality in people with this. I think there's an element to learn. I'm a big advocate for vanity. I love vanity. I've got it in me anyway. My dad, it had to spill over somewhat.
Yeah.
And for me, vanity is a superpower.
Yep.
It's a superpower for me. Like training. I know training is a vanity. Hear me out. Why? Because I do like a certain cut shirt, T-shirt. There's a certain T-shirt, you know what I mean? There's a certain type of jeans I like to wear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That compliment me. Or even when I wear a dinner suit.
Yep.
And when you've put hard work behind that and you put it on, it kind of gives you that little bit of an edge. Does that make sense?
No,
an element of vanity.
Yeah.
So I think, to me, bodybuilding, if you don't have vanity in bodybuilding, I don't know what you do.
Well, look, I think initially, and if I can be pretty honest, I think initially when I got into it, it was vanity. And look, it probably takes away from when I got into it because I really didn't care. And I think I said this to you before.
Yeah, we'll get
I
to
came
that.
last, right? Then last, all that kind of stuff. I think initially it was vanity. As I go through it, it's just like continue just proving that I can do shit. You know what I mean? At a decent level. Like if you asked me when I first started that I'll be sitting here with you talking about my coaching experience and all the things I've done, I'm like, bullshit, that's never going to happen. Bullshit. Like that was, if you grab someone from a high school, so Pete's doing this, he's the most disciplined person. He's doing this, he's done this and he's done this. They're like, which Pete? That guy Pete?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't probably believe it because I was not a very good student. Was I disciplined? No. I played a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a bad kid. Wasn't necessarily like, I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't say mediocre, but I was never good or bad. I was never a studious person. I was good at sport.
Yeah.
At somewhat. Not high level, but, good enough to be known to be good at sport. But that vanity part of it just kind of escapes over a period of time because that's just now the byproduct of your discipline. do you know what I mean? Like, it's so, for me, but people's like, fuck, how do you stay locked in? I think my mate asked that. Dude, I'm too lazy not to work hard. It sounds wrong. It's an oxymoron. I'm lazy not to work too hard. But like, you told me to eat a cake. I'm looking at that going, I don't have an hour to walk. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't have the time to keep going back to.
I was on the plane going to Queensland this weekend and this guy left his, whatever it was, in the chair. And I go, is that yours?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. And he picked it up. He was opening it up and it was chocolate. It was chocolate crisp. And he goes to me, I go, if I knew it was chocolate, I was just jokingly saying, I'll take it. Right? And he goes, and he cut me a piece. He goes, have some. I said, no. I said, thanks anyway, mate. Because, well, firstly, I was going up to go see my girlfriend in Queensland. I know this is vanity, but I want to turn up in the best fucking shape of my life. Yeah. And I'll tell you why, not because of her, because I'm competing against every fucking male in the world. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the winner, but I'm going to be a contender. And I think the vanity and bodybuilding is that sometimes. We want to turn up as a competitor. Not on stage, competitor in life. I'm not happy when I'm out of shape and I go to the gym and you go, oh my God, these guys look really good. But I'm happy they look good. I don't want them to look bad. They're a North Pole for me. I think, right, fucking, these guys. I'm going to turn up. And then when you get there, you feel good that you got the karate. Man, I love your arms. I love your chest. You're looking really good. The quad. So what I'm getting is, I don't think anyone realizes, but bodybuilding in itself is one big competition. I'm telling you, male or female. As much as you don't believe it is, but it is. You want to turn up as being the best. Doesn't Marcus Aurelius say something about the physique? It'd be a shame that which Stoic wrote about the physique? Do you know if anyone wrote about it? Chris would know.
In like what context?
That if you don't master your physique, you haven't. There is a saying. I thought you might know through you knowing all your Stoics.
Yeah, no, there's one that says exhaust the body to tame the mind.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not Marcus. I believe that's Seneca.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a Mark. There is. Look it up. Look up Marcus Aurelius, the physique. I'll put your money down. There is, because I've seen it. While Chris is doing that, let's go with another quote.
Yeah.
We'll just bounce around. Most people fail in life not because they're aiming too high and miss, but because they aim too low and they hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a favourite quote of yours. I know you didn't write it.
No, I didn't write it, but
yeah,
it's true. People can.
I had to read that. You know how many times I had to read the hit? That doesn't make sense. And then it made sense.
Yeah.
They believed that was. They went for the hit, like, you know what I mean? Like, so go on.
Yeah. Well, I think people can just go, okay, I'll get to this point and happy with it, right? And I'd be guilty of this. I'd never really, at some point, as I said to you, if someone in high school go, Pete's doing this, would never believe you, because I would never have thought lofty goals. Bodybuilding told me that I can do lofty goals.
Yeah, I love bodybuilding.
Right? Like it's literally things, I could lift that now. Cool. Okay. Well, I didn't think I could lift that before. Right? Now I can. And I think what I'm saying is, if you just set your standard low and you get it, okay, oh, cool, I achieved my goal. Is that a good goal or not? You achieved your goal, but could you have done more? And I touch on my early, so I grew up in Western Sydney, specifically in Villawood. That's kind of where we settled as family coming to Australia. 30 odd. Yeah. Slow socio. What are you taught? You're low socio. You're really not meant to do much more than finish high school, maybe get a high education for someone, right?
That's what your parents want.
Yeah, if your parents want you to. Yeah, cool, right. Kids are running around the street. You know, a lot of my friends then got into some stuff. I didn't. Fortunately, I think basketball, by the way, had a focus.
Yeah. Definitely.
Didn't get me to that point. But I didn't try and set lofty goals until I started doing bodybuilding, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can do this. The first time I stepped on stage was the first time I would say, committed to a whole process of discipline.
Well, then, when you first, let's just go with that. When you first got on stage, first time, were you a coach?
No.
All right.
Far from it.
Far from it. Okay.
Yeah.
Before I ask when did you touch weights, why did you go on stage? Who got you on stage? What attracted you to stage?
Okay. So I started training weights mid-20s. When I say touching weights, join the gym.
Yeah.
Just training, you do bro splits, then train legs, all that kind of stuff. I had actually, funny enough, I was big into basketball up until probably still my early 30s. Hurt myself at basketball. But then I was already training at the gym. Again, very pedestrian is the word I'm looking at. I had actually ran into two people squashed me, hurt my left shoulder, tore some ligaments. So that took me out of the gym for a bit. And I was like, oh, fuck, I want to get back into it. Probably not a good way to get back into it, but it was my way. So I'm going to go, shout out to Bev, my cousin-in-law. She was in the competitive scene at the time.
Yep.
So, Bev, can I go watch your show? May 6, 2013, I think it was. Yeah, I remember the day. So I walked in and I watched her show. Literally, I walked out going, I'm going to do a show.
Wow.
I'll do a show. No, Steve, when I say I had no idea. I watched the show, watched some bodybuilders, went out there and said, I want to do this show. I'm going to do this, all right? I had no idea about categories. So what do? I enter and I say, I'm going to do it. I get back to the office and I was speaking to my boss at the time who was into bodybuilding, funny enough. Get this is a wild story. So she's into bodybuilding. My boss at the time was bodybuilding. She was into bodybuilding. She gets me onto a trainer at her gym, which is her trainer. He goes, okay, I'll prep you. Or he never prepped anyone.
Right.
All right. Gets me for 16 weeks, 14 weeks, whatever. All right, I'll coach you. The lady 3 seats from me, Terry, her name is Terry, asked her, I said, I heard you're into bodybuilding. She goes, yeah, I need to learn how to pose. So go to Mike, which is now a good friend of Mike, Michael Lee. He's the OG of the game. So I go see him for posing. This lady, Terry, who sat 2 doors from me, or 2 seats from me, was the head judge of the federation that I'm about to compete in.
Right.
So it's almost like, my boss is a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
2 doors down is the head judge of
So
the
you're
bodybuilding federation.
navigating in that world.
She sent me to, so I don't know if it's all vibrations and it's
of
meant to
course,
be type thing. So I go and I do this show. I get to a show and I prep for it. Again, it's ill discipline up into this point. Get there. I show up. My wife tans me up. I have no idea. So I get to posing. Well, let's go back through. I get to my first posing session and I do a pose. Verbatim. What the fuck is that? Sorry. I have no idea. It's like this and all that kind of stuff. We're all wild, right? Yeah. So I get to the show 12, 13, 14 weeks later, get all the tan done, rock up on stage. Mind you, I shouldn't have done bodybuilding. I should have done like men's fitness or something. Yeah. But a bodybuilding show.
Yeah,
you do bodybuilding.
Well,
what categories are there? I have no idea about categories.
I didn't even know when I thought about it.
Right? So I didn't know about categories.
Back in 2018.
Bodybuilding show, you do bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So I get there, finish dead last.
Sometimes we don't even know the federation we should go in, let alone that.
There you go, right? So this is what we're talking about being naive. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Right? So
you don't even know if you've chosen the right federation.
Correct. I have no expectation, right? I did my due diligence. I got a posing coach.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
You did some.
I got a coach that I got recommended.
I
was naive in that sense, but I was naive in terms of like, I should come first. I should come second. I should come third. Like I just plainly, like me and my wife will talk about it. She's backstage and she's putting this, if you know, dream tan and just slapping on me. Yeah. I've got some on my trunks and I get there and boom, dead last, right? Yeah. Did I care? No, I did something that I'd never done ever. Right? I proved to myself that I can do something like this. I used to think I was shredded. I got these abs. And
of course.
Looking back at those photos, I have no lines in my legs.
Wow.
Probably a couple of weeks out still, maybe more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll continue this. I'll do nationals. Nationals, I beat one person. But if I can say that fire was lit, I can do this.
Wow.
Right? So that's 2013, I think it was. I'm going to do this again. I get hurt myself, actually blew a disc and all that kind of stuff. Didn't train for 6 months, but I'm still on this, like, kept my diet. Wow. I was like, as soon as I could train again, I worked around it. 2015 or 16, I can't remember. I didn't place at a regional show. They told me my conditioning was off. Cool. Again, I don't like getting told that I'm not good enough. Wow. At this point in my life, you can't tell me I'm not good enough. Yeah. Right? All right, I'm not good enough? Okay, cool. Man, if I can tell you, Steve, I can't even describe now how hard I think I pushed myself in that 2 weeks because I was told I wasn't good enough. Wow. It sounds like I was doubting myself or I went back into some trauma. No. But I wasn't good enough. All right, cool. I'll show you. Anyway, get to, I think it was nationals 2 weeks later. 20 odd people. Back then there was no classes really, if I can think about it. 20 odd people. I get third, I think, in the novice out of 20 odd people. Like this has gone someone 3 years ago, 2 years ago, dead last never did bodybuilding. International level got third and I got second in the under 65s. Wow. A year later I win a pro show. A pro card in the A&B and then bang, there you go. But that was this, I'm too wide to be disciplined once I'm 0 to 100.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a 0 to 100.
Nothing in between.
Yeah, I'm nothing in between. I'm a bodybuilder now. Bodybuilding's my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do that now. That's my life. Yeah. So I think the naivety gets me into the game. And then my discipline continues me to excel in it. Yeah.
Do you think that because you played, I'm assuming you played basketball at a relative whatever competitive level it was, doesn't matter, whatever you played, you liked competing?
Yep.
I've got a feeling that's a lot of the thing that because I'm wondering why, I'm wondering why I never went on stage, why I don't feel what you guys felt. For me, I mean, like I said, why have I got a bodybuilding podcast? I still wonder after we're launching a podcast, 107 tomorrow with Milos Sachev. Right? Yeah. But the thing is, I just love, you mentioned, if I can just train, I'll work all day. If I can, legit. And if I can eat chicken and rice all day, you can give me a pizza at the end of the day. You can give me a pizza at the end of the week, but as long as I've had enough chicken and rice, you give me a lot of chicken and rice, I'll have a pizza. You do not, if you haven't given me chicken and rice, I do not eat pizza.
So funny thing, all these competitors, you've probably seen it now, like the pizzas and the burgers after show. I think I'd won overall at the ICN New South Wales. I literally went home and cooked double the barramundi and double the rice.
That's what I do.
That's literally all I wanted.
That's all
double
I
the amount of what I had.
I do
couldn't
that.
care less about a pizza
too.
or a burger. Give me more of what I like. Is my mindset, right?
Yeah,
Anyway,
and that's what I mean. When I got on the plane, the guy was just giving me a small piece of chocolate. I said, no chance.
No chance, yeah.
I said, I just had a great breakfast, and I just like everything was like, whatever it was, I don't need to disturb it because my mindset will fucking hone in on that bastard.
Yeah.
So the more I stay disciplined in there, and like I said, for me, I have competed in the real world, meaning no one's seen it. Some have seen it if they've been around at the time, but like I've competed, like I said, when I turned 30, I competed when I turned 40.
Yeah.
I competed at my wedding. I knew 12 weeks out I'm getting married.
Yeah.
So we start training changes, diet changes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about I'm getting facials, get my eyebrows done.
Yeah.
I'm getting I always got waxed from the age of 20.
Yeah.
I used to get waxed from the age of 20. But everything was that. I mean, I don't know why I could never get on stage. I don't know why. But then again, I wasn't watching stage. I wasn't. Half the people you know, I don't know.
Yep.
Half the bodybuilders that they talk about today, back in early 2000s and 2010s, I only know them in retirement. I didn't even know when they competed. I guess what I'm trying to say is I got a feeling sometimes the people that do get on stage have a little competitiveness in them. Like you played basketball.
Yeah.
And I think that feeds you. You need it. I think you said basketball stopped you from, getting involved in some shady things, being the neighborhood, whatever it is, but basketball. And I think you, like I said, the stage, the competition, I think it just feeds something personal. Yeah. And I think that overpowers nerves for you. Even though it gives you nerves, I think it overpowers nerves because you've got to accomplish. It's something. It's a competitive nature in you. I don't know what it is. It's not even competing against somebody else. They've got to pass you the basketball.
Yeah.
You want to bounce it. Yeah. But you want to play team. So it's kind of like you want to be on stage with other people. Yeah. You've got to be on there. Yeah. It's not saying necessarily.
I think to me, and if I can rewind with basketball, I think I was decent at basketball.
Okay.
Did I take it to a level?
Probably didn't.
No.
I would not be
But this
surprised.
is also me thinking that far back to now how I take my bodybuilding seriously. Because I feel like I missed the opportunity of doing better things then.
So it was basically what you mentioned here. Because you aimed low, you kept taking the hits. But the thing is, because you were too afraid to fail in life, and not because you aimed too high. But right now, what you're saying to yourself is, you don't know what high is. No. But you're going to go for whatever that is to make sure that, I think, like I said, the missing to try to find the hit is better off you constantly trying to reach the high. Yeah.
I even found it hard in the past that someone goes, "Oh, you're a bodybuilder." Well, no, I just like to train and I just step on stage. I'm like, no, you're a bodybuilder. Like you live the life. Like you step on stage, I am a bodybuilder.
You are a bodybuilder.
But at the same time, I just find that at points of my life, I could never take a compliment.
Yeah.
There's sounds dumb, but like sometimes that you get a compliment, you feel like, all right, am I going to get complacent because I get that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it sounds so silly and yeah. Someone told me once, and it was two things that I got this advice on the same day is, take a compliment, smile, and go with it. Don't what's the word? Not discount the compliment. Take it. They're not saying it on just because they want to feed your ego. I've said it for a reason. And also, the other one was like, not what something costs you, it's what it costs you not to have it. Right? Something. That's also like sometimes we don't want to spend money on something, right? But if you had it, you might be making more money.
Well, right? The thing is, no,
not just money terms. But what I'm saying is like,
well, I learned this from my ex-wife, and I learned it from my daughter. Yeah. When I used to say to my ex-wife, "You look beautiful," you know what she said to me? "Thank you." Yeah. And my daughter, I said, "God, I love your eyes." She goes, "Thank you." Yeah. I'd go when someone goes, "You're handsome," I go, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, but no, I agree.
No, I've learned, and So when I give someone a compliment
Yeah.
and I see them about to buckle, I grab them and not grab them meanly.
Yeah.
I say, take it.
Yeah.
Because compliments don't come often in life, but it's a compliment for you at that moment, just to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you, but I learned, I used to go, mate, my daughter and my ex-wife were effortless in the word, like, just thank you. I go, it was that simple.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, no, I couldn't do my hair today.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It was just simple, like,
Yeah.
and it was like, thank you. And I think like, you know, learning to accept compliments. And what was the other thing you just said? Oh, yeah. Sometimes, like, I'll give you another example. I sold a car.
Yeah.
Right, I sold a car, and I had hadn't re-registered. I've got a few cars, but I hadn't re-registered one of them.
You're a car guy.
I have a car guy.
Yeah.
I didn't have one of them re-registered, and I had to go see a coffee roaster.
Yeah.
Right, I wanted to we're going to have a meeting with him, and because I sold the car, obviously I got X amount of money,
Yeah.
and I had some time on my hands, and I went, I'll just book an Uber.
Yeah.
I said no. Mate, it cost me $1 to go see because I got public transport, and I just sat because I had nothing else to do for the morning, and I actually never realised how effortless it was to catch the public transport.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it was so easy for me to just grab an Uber and pay $40 or whatever it was, because I had the money.
Yeah.
But then sometimes when I don't have the money, I spend it on an Uber.
Yeah.
But what I found was, it's not always about, like, there is this element of just, you know, just enjoying the process and just humbling yourself that, like what I'm saying is, sometimes you just got to learn disciplines and learn the long game.
Yeah, no,
It's a
100%.
long game.
Yeah, and that's what natural bodybuilding is. Really.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah, that's what bodybuilding. So I find that, like I said, accept compliments. I think everyone should accept compliments. And I think as well, sometimes, even though you have it or you don't have it, try to use the same principles. So what I'm saying is, even if I've got money, I still want my chicken and rice.
No, 100%.
I want my chicken and rice.
Yeah.
I want my tuna and rice. And you know what? My cheat meal is 200 grams rice, 400 grams tuna. And you know what? You know what? I might even throw some mayonnaise in it.
Yeah, that's live large.
That's large, huh?
That's large.
Oh, with rock salt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they indulge now.
And then you're watching whatever you're probably watching basketball. How good is that, huh?
Yeah.
You got your past.
Look, I don't watch much TV, to be honst.
I don't watch TV either. Actually, I don't even know what's on television other than sometimes the rugby league. But let's go. We'll leave the highlights because it's constant quotes for the moment that I went with, and I'm going to go with. Let me find it. Oh, here we go. We're going with a pinned reel. Excuse me. The day in the life of Rippon Fitness. Captions. This isn't what I do, it's who I am. Personal trainer, group posing, client check-ins, one-on-one posing session. Is that what goes on in one day?
On top of.
On top of, yeah.
Yeah, so my life really is my work, my training, and my family.
Yep.
That's all, really. And when I say I'm okay with it, I have a good life. Yeah, I wake up in the morning, I get my coffee, I train my clients.
Nice.
Get that done. Train. If I got to go pick up the kids from school, cool, take them to training. All that kind of stuff. See my wife, chill, go back and work. That's my life.
What time do you start in the day? What time are you up?
Mostly 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Most days I might finish up. Most days, if I got school pickup and I have to go back, say 6:30, 7 o'clock. But again, I could be there the whole day for 12, 13, 14 hours.
Yep.
But if I had trained, it's like I never left. But I didn't work for that long because it was that breakup of me training. It just rewised me. But it's who I am now. Like if I think about it, someone goes, I'll give you X amount to go back to corporate, I'll say no. I'm not going back. That's not my life.
Corporate.
My life is training, making it, well, sounds wanky, but making a difference, right? I feel like I've made, not I meant for this. Sounds so robotic because everyone says it. It's not what I meant to do. By nature, I think I love helping
going.
people.
I'm gonna find
by,
something,
by
yeah.
nature, I like helping people, and I think I prefaced it earlier. If you're giving 100% to yourself, I'll give 100% with you. You know what I mean? But if you're being lazy with me, I'm being lazy with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the minimum.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'll go on a ride with you as much as you need me to, but take me for that ride if you're driving as hard as you can, as fast as you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I honestly think it's my life, and I can't see myself doing anything else. Look, am I going to be on the gym floor when I'm in my mid-50s? Maybe not.
Where are you going to be in your mid-50s, mate?
Dude, I'll still be training. So I had this vision, just talking about your vision board. I'm going to be in my best shape when I'm in 50.
Well, I think I was in my best shape in my 50s.
Yeah.
I'll show you a photo.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
It's on favourites, isn't it?
Always. It's on my wallpaper, mate. Everyone's wallpaper, even my kids, everyone has to have me on their wallpaper.
You better have it.
No, I'll show you something. Make sure. This was me at 49.
No, wow.
Right? Oh, don't play music, mate. We're not here to play music. But my favourite shot, this is me, which you probably saw, this is me at 22, 23 years old, you know. I mean, that's just training at 22,
Yeah, that's
23.
right. Yeah.
Right? But this is, that's close to 50. That's when I decided to wax it up.
Yeah, right.
And then I dialed it in even tighter.
Look at those pins.
Yeah, see what I mean? So like I said, I'm 56, so I'm looking at these photos, so I have to be better than that.
Yeah, okay.
So now and that's the great thing about bodybuilding. You just don't realise how you can always improve.
Yeah.
And tweak.
Yeah.
And even go back to certain things.
Yeah. I mean, look, bodybuilders have dysmorphia to the max. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
this is anytime as I have a first-time competitor, I preface, you will never be happy with your physique ever again.
Never.
You'll always see something going, I need to improve that.
Yeah.
I need to improve that. You'll never be happy with let's be honest, you'll never be happy with your body ever again. What I have now is probably my dream body when I first started.
Never happy with the reflection in the mirror the reflection in glass when you walk past.
Yeah.
Never happy in front of the mirror.
Ever again.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, people have heard this before if you've listened to my podcast, but this one, I won't say he's a mentor, but kind of guy. He said to me, which made sense, and I'll teach you this as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you can teach your clients as well. But you know when you look in the mirror, look in the mirror, and then you walk away from the mirror.
Yeah.
Do you know why you go back? You know, sometimes you go back to have another look. Do you know why you go back to have another look? Do you want to guess?
No. Oh, to reaffirm it was okay or no?
Find flaws.
Yeah, right.
That's all you're going back for.
Interesting.
You don't get reaffirmed. So I never go back to mirrors. So if I get dressed and I go looking sharp, and sometimes I walk away and I go, maybe one last, it's enough.
Yeah, okay.
The world can face me now.
Yeah.
I don't go back. It's true. When you walk past a reflected mirror or with glass and you go, I look all right. And then you go, I might have one more look.
Yeah.
You are only going back to find flaws.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm just letting you know, when you go back to a mirror, not to reaffirm, find flaws. Wow. Always. And now
now that I think about it,
when you watch now when you wake up in the morning and you're looking, say, sharp or whatever, and you go to get a t-shirt and you think, maybe one last look in the bathroom. Yeah. I'm telling you, only go back to find flaws.
Okay.
So you watch, you're gonna wrestle yourself.
Now I'm gonna
and you're gonna enjoy the fact you're not wasting time in front of the mirror. That's what I love. So I learned that. Do you think that's true, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? When we go back, like you put on a nice shirt, you got a nice shirt on, you got the jeans on or whatever, trousers, and you got your nice shoes on. Yeah. And you look good. But when you come back to that mirror, you spend longer again because you're looking at it, you're trying to find a flaw in yourself.
Same with editing. The more I rewatch a video, the more I hate it.
Yes.
I've never had a final video that I love.
Yeah.
Like, I hate all the final videos.
I can't watch videos that I'm on, by the way. So I may watch it. Even post show, I don't look at photos after. generally not often.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I did that Natural Olympia 2022. I think I probably saw one lot of photos and I haven't looked at anything since.
I bet you, but if you go back, you're going to love them now. But at the time, you won't.
No, potentially. I still haven't gone back and looked at.
That's what. So what is? But Chris is right. That's why I probably Chris has noticed as well. I really, Chris, we'll do a take or something, and I go, "Do you like it?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, I don't even want to do it again. I'll tell you why I don't want to do it again, because now we're going to sit in the fucking trenches, in the mud, in the fucking heap, in the quicksand, trying to get it right. I just think, I don't care. We're done, we move on. Like even writing scripts, I don't reread them. I don't go back. Just one off, one time, go for it. Like I said, try to get I am a perfectionist.
Yep.
I am. Deep down, I'm a perfectionist.
Yep.
But I've realised perfection has slowed me down.
Yep.
You know, I use this story. I used to, because I got a Harley Davidson, right?
Yeah.
And I'd say, I want to ride it today. You know what? Before I ride it, I'll give it a wash.
Yeah.
And so I'm wanting to ride at 10 o'clock. I haven't finished washing it till 4 p.m. because I'm inside the little nooks and polishing it. Now, as soon as I go, I want to wash it, you hear me crank it. I go, let's go. We're out of here. I'm going to get my coffee because I know myself. I'm going to jump on this bike and clean it and not ride it.
Yeah.
So we've got to learn just to ride with the situation.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's true what he said. So you moved to Australia as a 7-year-old from the Philippines in 1987. Wow, the 80s, man. 87.
Wild times.
Yeah. Resident in Vilud.
Yep.
Up into your 20s. Growing up, you were pretty quiet, but cheeky with people
Still in.
that I'm comfortable with. Yeah, I can see that. And kind of still are the same now.
Yep.
You have 2 younger sisters, because we're going to go over this a little bit.
Yeah.
They're in my teens. In my teens, I was into basketball.
Yep.
That's all I did. Or friends were roaming the streets. Basketball, kept me out of trouble. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because back in the 80s and early 90s, Villawood was far. So was Parramatta. So was a lot of all those places,
So Villawood was 2 stops down from Cabramatta.
Well, they had a detention centre around there.
Yeah, well, literally around the corner.
For a moment when I read it, I thought you were in the detention centre.
No.
Refugee.
Not far. Not quite.
That's what I thought. Yeah, this guy's been in a detention centre. We can talk about that. That's going to give us a lot of ratings. You weren't very studious in high school.
Nope.
You finished high school and went to TAFE and did marketing diploma. You just passed. Managed to get into University of Wollongong to study a Bachelor of Commerce degree and major in marketing.
Yep.
At this point, I had started dating your wife 25 years ago and started to get your shit together and got great results at university. After university, you went and worked the corporate ladder. I worked the corporate ladder, by the way. I worked for HSBC.
Nice.
I was in IT. I was a network engineer, which lasted 14 years before diving into full-time fitness coaching and going all in with Rippon Fitness. Business name comes from the street I live in, right?
Yeah, Rippon Avenue.
Rippon Avenue. Wow, that's amazing. I would rip it into it or something.
Yeah.
Before I talk about, you have 2 daughters, obviously 17 years old, 14, and a son, 10, and your wife's name's Virginia.
Yep.
Kind of reside in the Parramatta area?
Yeah, Dundas. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, let's go over this a little bit. Where I want to go firstly is, how, you tell me if I'm wrong, how beneficial is doing not so much a degree like you did, but how important is to learn the corporate element of and how to bring that into your business? I think a lot of people miss that what corporate gives us an element of structure, contingencies, work ethics, working with people that how you can bring, how that gives you the edge sometimes in the profession.
It gives me a big edge.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a big edge. Like if I didn't do corporate, would I have accelerated things in my coaching business? No. Understand, not necessarily, understand different people.
Yeah.
Understand the bullshit that goes in corporate.
Yeah, of course.
But I also understand, as you said, structure. Things like I talk to new trainers in particular. Like, okay, reverse engineering. How much do you want to make? Right. Well, you need to have a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a funnel. Funnel is such a shit word. But if you want to make X amount, you've got to be talking to, say you want to make 100 grand, you need to be talking to $1 million worth of potential revenue.
100%.
Right? If you want to convert those. So a lot of the corporate world just helped me, even how I deal with people.
100%.
How I dress.
100%.
How I talk.
100%.
Even knowing people's names.
Yeah, meetings.
So I was in sales.
Turning up.
Yeah,
sales.
I was in corporate sales. It was literally relationship building. That's what coaching is.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to build relationship. Unfortunately, even in the online space, and this is going to hurt a few people, it's a numbers game.
100%.
Yeah, I'll lose 10 people, but I've just done an ad, so I'll get another 10.
Yeah.
It's a transaction rather than a relationship.
Yeah.
So
100%.
corporate gives me a big advantage.
Yeah,
and being older and more mature
100%.
also. And then back to your point at the very start of this, I'm not going to get a life advice from a 20-year-old.
No.
That's now doing life advice online.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, what are you going to tell me, champ? Like,
also, and also in the corporate world, you had the scale of management above you and who you had to address.
Yeah. And dog eat dog.
Dog eat dog. Yeah, 100%. And
like,
also the fact is, I mean, in the corporate world, I remember I had to travel. So there was the element of traveling, in relation to the responsibility of the corporation, I'm jumping in taxis to going into hotel foyers, to having rooms, to turning up to other business, other environments, and dealing with people. Yeah. Like I said, the whole thing is continually relationship building, and also element of professional and trust.
Trust, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, and this is where I think people just don't, how do I say this? So when people tell me, how do you go about things in general? Care about people. Yeah. Like, if you're going to have a conversation on the floor with a member, it's not because you want them to have a client. No. You want them to be a client.
That's right.
It's you should have genuine interest on what they're about.
100%.
Like, and down the track, they might go, oh, shit, Pete still remembers my name. He still remembers that. Oh, maybe I do want to coach with him. Like, he has that care factor. Yeah. Not, I'll be honest, there's probably people people might get butthurt. We'll go talk to people on this floor and they don't see them as being potential client. They won't say hello to them anymore.
Yeah.
Just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't make sense. But again, this comes down from knowing that relationship building is
100%
is a big thing in general, not just in the PT game.
No. Like I said to you, even in business, I'm very thankful for the corporate game. The corporate game taught me, like, basically it teaches you systems, procedures, it teaches you branding, it teaches you everything, like, because you're basically under an umbrella of a corporate company.
But it's also it teaches you too, if you work, so in the corporate, you work as hard as you can too for the man.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and you get their money.
Yeah.
And you get your share. If you work just as hard for yourself, champ, it's all you.
I know.
You know what I mean? And that's also the scary bit. You can sit in your desk and just type away and put some Iconic on there and do some online shopping, but that's not gonna. You'll still get money doing that.
Yeah.
You're doing that with yourself or a business.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do it, right? No. So again, like, this is also what teaches you.
But no, it teaches you a lot. Like I said to you, look, there's certain formalities. I had a juice bar for a little while.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this. I had a juice bar in the city. It was a bit like a Boost Juice. It had a lot of branding. I've never done the shop before. This is the first time. I told you I wanted to do a shop. And the funny thing was, with my staff, and trust me, they're just shop people, I used to give them, we're gonna have a meeting this month. Yeah. They wondered firstly, what's a meeting? Right? We're gonna have a meeting after work. Everybody, we're gonna sit in the little shop here. Yeah. It's all sharp. We're gonna have a meeting. You know what they found funny? That when I turned up the day before, I gave them an agenda. They go, what's the agenda? I said, no, these are the points we're going to talk about tomorrow. They go like, what's an agenda? And then guess what the funniest was after the meeting? I gave them minutes. And they were like, what's Harry, who owns the kebab shop, never gave me minutes.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that's the element of professionalism. I think when we can, and I think what people can appreciate, maybe customers, clients, or anyone, is then I think the corporate game does teach us and gives us.
It does.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, what did your family think? Like your parents think when you were about to leave the corporate environment to go bodybuilding? Asians, just like the Greeks. What are you doing? secure job.
Yeah. No, it was
Or was it the
definitely
opposite?
no, it was definitely that. I mean, most ethnic parents want their kids to have traditional jobs, security, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. To be honest, I'm to this point. I don't think they even understood exactly what I did, or what I do, or even the level of what I
believe it.
I do it at.
I believe it.
Because I don't really go, hey, this is what I do.
Plus, you're going to take at least 1 month to explain it to them.
Yeah. So even during COVID, Mum was like, "Are you okay?
While she's trying to give you dumplings that aren't, chicken.
Yeah, it's healthy. It's got veggies in it. Meanwhile, I just put some oil. But yeah, I mean, it's exactly that. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you leaving? Like, you got kids. You got that. I'm like, no, I'll be all right. Like, I'm going to back myself. But that's the stereotypical low risk, be secure. Yeah. Don't back yourself. Back to that quote, right? But I think they realise I'm okay now. No, they actually came to the gym, I'd say about 4 months ago, maybe ish, and they were taking photos of the board. So it made me feel nice, if I can say that you can see their pride in their son.
Have they come to the show at all?
They don't come anymore.
Did they used to come to the shows?
I think very early on they went.
Or did they think of the shows?
No, okay. You know
nice.
what I mean? You look nice, but
Nice.
I don't invite them anymore. It's something that I do now. This is the thing. It's norm. Like,
It's profession.
It's nothing major that I'll step on stage. It's like, cool. That's what you do, Pete. Like, yeah. Oh, you good. Even when I broke the bench press record, I was trying to explain it to my mum. Mum, I was the best that's ever done it in Australia. Right? It's like, she's like, okay, cool. Mum was like, explain it to her. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. She switched.
Nah, she
I love my mum, but I don't think she really understood that I had now hold that title, like, officially. Like, well, anyway, it's
I want to,
funny.
I'm going to, because you have mentioned that, because I've got it in the script.
Yeah.
So your daughters,
Yep.
17, 14, and a son, 3.
So 17, 15 now. So my daughter had her quinceañera.
Okay.
Yeah, so 15, and then Orlando will turn 11 at the end of the year.
11, okay. And then, so what do your kids think of Dad? What do you think they think of you?
What do they think of me?
Yeah.
I think they think of me highly.
Yeah.
They see how hard I work. They quietly, I think, like what I do. I get messages. What are you benching out, Dad?
Really?
What are you deadlifting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or their biggest fear, and they'll laugh at this. I got aura, by the way, guys. Is people discover me on Instagram.
Oh my God, Dad, you're embarrassing us.
Yes. Because I'm posing.
Put your shirt back on, Dad.
Yeah. Dad, I find your Instagram.
Oh my God, you're in your undies, Dad.
Yeah. So
my friends saw you.
Yeah. It's a bit like that. But no, I think they're like, oh look, I'm a cool dad in terms of, like, obviously I do cool things, but I'm a dad that will draw the line of friendship and being a parent. I can be hard when I need to be, but I can also put myself in their shoes. I'm not that old that I don't know what's happening in the world. And because I grew up here, I know what kids essentially will go through. Maybe not to the degree of, like, all this stuff with social media, Snapchat and all that kind of stuff. But no, like, we've been blessed with good kids. Like, honestly, they're so switched on with, I won't even say their mindset, but just the whole demeanor on how they carry themselves. They're very studious. They're very respectful. They're very self-sufficient.
How are they with healthy food? Have you ever had your kids say, Dad, no more chicken and rice, please?
No, they look. I don't have this thing where they have to.
My kids
eat healthy.
One stage, my kids were like, no more chicken and rice, because it was simple for me.
My wife is a pretty good cook.
I would make it, and then, but yes, so they're
No, I don't put this stigma on food in terms of they'll eat what they want. I mean, we were at Papa Flock the other day.
Okay,
they love that stuff, and I don't mind 1 or 2 are limited, but in terms of food and diet, I don't want them to really think about it to the point where it's such a demonized thing.
Yeah, of course.
Don't get me wrong. I say that's too much junk. Like, but I didn't say don't eat that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think there's too many people who go, you can't have Maccas, but then you're having Maccas as a parent. Like, they know the thresholds.
Yeah, of course.
I think, and we got to remember that these kids do way more than what we think they do. Like, my daughter at the moment, Isla, she does. Trains twice a week for netball, has got rep games, club games, and she plays OzTag.
Wow.
On a week. right? Like, what diet does she need to be on other than just fuel her
Fuel.
food? My son plays soccer game, trains twice. He was doing jiu-jitsu, doesn't do it anymore. My older one does netball and trains here and there, but she's like really focused on HSE. Okay. So, and my wife trains.
What's Virginia like? Is she a bodybuilder?
She's done 2 shows, 3.
She's done 2 shows?
Yes, maybe even 3
How did you
now.
meet Virginia?
So we met at our casual job in Fairfax. So we were doing casual work there at the newspaper.
She Filipino?
No, she's Uruguayan.
Uruguay,
Yeah, Uruguayan. So we met there and she put in the hard word on me, She liked what she saw.
All right. Well, I don't blame her.
It wasn't, yeah.
Because we're egotistical.
Well, there you go. It was the vanity. It was the vanity
Yeah, of
part.
course, I don't blame
No, but we just got to know each other there, and the rest is kind of history. That was 25 years ago this year. So
Beautiful.
this year in August, we've been dating, but we've been married for 18 years this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I actually give her all the
what's
credit.
the secret to a successful marriage, mate?
Do you know what? It's understanding. And I could
Understanding what?
it's understanding each other. And look, we're not the same person or people, so that we were when we were 18, 20. We kind of have to, when I say understand, is like understand that we're changing and understanding where everyone's at a particular time. So not to get too deep into it, but even my last prep, man, we were like, and I've said this to a few people, we were fighting about random shit. Yeah, we were arguing a lot. If I can tell, I broke down a few times. It was not great. All right, and I can be open to that, and I'm hoping she's okay with me sharing this. But there was times where it was like, geez, I left the house for a quick minute because I was like, I had enough, and I was crying on floors and all that kind of stuff, Steve. But when I say my maturity has come from understanding even her and myself, it's been the best it's been in a long time. You know what? It's because I've understood myself and I've understood her. So when I say understood, there's things that we were arguing about that I thought she was maybe potentially doing on purpose, but I understand it's not. Like, it's something that now I've said, things that I do is things I do, things that you do is you think, I accept it. When I say accept it, I understand it now.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that's the
Understanding.
Understanding is one thing, but people can also give up a lot.
It's easy to give up.
It's easier. Like I could have given up.
Yeah.
And she could have given up on me.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful she didn't.
Of course.
And I'm grateful that she didn't.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to get too emotional, but we're in a good place. And I think it's come down to just, we use this term a lot, giving each other the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Yeah. Not just thinking someone has an agenda or whatnot. But I also think if you get yourself right, you get each other right.
Yeah, 100%. I think, is she in the fitness world or does she work corporate?
No, she's a graphic designer.
Graphic designer, okay.
In
She's
government.
created.
But she
Created.
trains.
She trains.
Yeah, she trains. I think she's done, 3 shows, I believe. And she does a train. She still wants to compete again.
Really?
At some point. Yeah.
gonna
I was prepping her for...
You're going to prep her for
Yeah, I
it?
was prepping her for a show, but COVID stopped the WBFF shows.
So tell me something. I want to know something. As a natural, because you're a natural, right?
Yep. Lifetime.
Maybe lifetime, yeah.
Lifetime, baby.
Do you think, I want to know what, because sometimes, I guess I don't know, but sometimes people with PEDs, because at 49, I took steroids at 49. Never taken them before. Never had a coach.
Yep.
Did it myself. Yep. I've got it all documented, right? Because I wanted to experience it. So I've not touched it since 49 till now.
Yep.
It's taught me that how many things I didn't actually exhaust before even touching that.
Yep.
So there were so many areas in the natural game that you need to exhaust prior. But what I want to know is how do you keep muscularity and dieting down and going through that real hard stuff?
Yep.
What's the secret to getting to stage to not deplete too much and to know? Like, is there a formula? Is there something you look out for? Is it hydrating? Is there certain food? Like what is it? Is it certain vitamins? What is it that you need to pay also a lot more attention as a natty to get you to that stage to not lose it towards all the end there? Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a point when I dieted and I went too far.
Yep.
You know, like literally was flat.
Yep.
Not good. Like, you know, I'm trying to say. Because you believe each time the scales are going down and you're looking tighter and tighter, there's a point where the body just becomes flat.
Yeah, you can over diet.
Yeah, over diet. How's a natty? What are some of the secrets out there?
I think you've got to have a good base of your prior to any kind of prep, or you got to have a good base. Like you had a good lifestyle, you train well. Right. You got to train with intensity for one, because you got nothing else.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
So in other words, what you're trying to say to me, progressive overload is paramount as a natty. You need to be destroying
that intensity's got to be there. You got nothing else to kind of help you, right?
Right. I want to hear that.
If you look at all the top natties at the moment, go and look at what they're lifting.
Really?
Right? I'll reference a few. Z from ACT, he's one of the top, if not the top natty in Australia. Look at what he lifts as a natty. Ryan Schubert, who is prepping at the moment, I'll shout out to Ryan. He's already on 250 for 6 at the moment in his prep.
Wow.
Like, you look at what some of these guys, even for myself, I'm 5 kilos. I'm benching 140s, 145s. Like,
big, yeah.
They're numbers that like are pretty wild, right? And then you go, okay, that's my base. As I prep down, you looking at that closely, I go, I can't drop more than 10, 15% on that strength.
So how do you keep it?
Well, there's the thing, like obviously the dieting, you gotta manage that.
Yeah,
you gotta learn how much you've emptied the tank and when to replenish the tank. So my coach Brandon Kempter, he goes, empty the tank. All right, empty the tank, replenish, empty the tank again. Right? So that the element of get to that bit where we've exhausted, we're getting that fat loss, but let me give you a little bit. Train again.
Yes.
Go again. But at that point when you're depleted, hey, if I can go back to my last prep, I was pretty lean at some point. I was refeeding twice a week on 450 odd carbs, whatever it was.
Really?
If I can go back to that, my lowest calories are about 1850 on a base.
Yep.
And then I'm refeeding still. So that's over 2K plus. For someone in the 70s, it's quite a lot.
Yeah. But you had to.
Yeah, but I was still like pretty depleted, right? So there's that element. I was like, how much could I keep giving back to the system? That's the detail, I think.
I think that's
the detail. How much more can I give?
Seems a mystery to me.
Yeah, and everyone's is different,
Yeah.
right? Like I honestly was on leg presses and lying leg curls, sleeping in between sets.
Really?
But then I'm taking that set to the nth degree. Then I'm back. Like,
wow.
It's a bit of grit too, right?
Yeah.
It's knowing how much you've got left in the system and how much you need to replenish. As a natural, as I said, it's a very big mental game, but knowing how much your limit is to then just dial it back when you need to. Yeah.
I did, like I said to you, I think that's the part I didn't exhaust. Because, like I said, I'm not. I think that's like I said, it just seems like a mystery because you really, I mean, I guess you're looking at some supplements, you know, supplementation, maybe whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, supplements.
But supplements are supplements. But the thing is, I always wonder how some of these people dial themselves right to that point.
Yeah.
I've dialed myself up.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes, where I may have gone wrong is I didn't implement refeeds.
Yeah, refeeds, diet breaks.
Diet breaks.
It's literally just going, okay, cool. We can stop for a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you're ahead of schedule, we can definitely pull the brakes back.
Wow.
A little bit. I had my, I don't know if I can find the photos. I had my glutes in 12, 14 weeks out.
Really?
I remember, I got to find you the photo. If I go now on my phone, August, so I competed late October, maybe even early November, and then I did Natural Olympia in November. So late August, September, October. Yeah, 12 weeks out, 12, 14 weeks. My glutes were already in, right? I'm talking about the story straight. So I'm constantly just refeeding now. Like point where I'm doing three big feeds a week. Like I think and I hear so many horror stories where people are so under fueling. I'm talking about like 90 kilo guys on 1,300 cows.
That's me.
Yeah, it's like, how?
I don't know.
You've got muscle mass.
Because we believe it, or I do anyway,
Yeah.
thinking as how much do I lean down? But I think you got to give yourself time, don't you?
Yeah.
Like meaning as a natty, I guess you need to have. Very hard for you to do anything in 8 weeks or 10 weeks. You need
No. Normal timelines now
What's a normal timeline?
would be 22 to 30 weeks.
I was going to say.
Yeah? If you're doing less, unless you're relatively dialed in already, 22, 30 weeks has got to be the
I was
minimum.
gonna say.
Yeah, it sounds like a very long time for most, right? Some people can't keep diets for 2 days.
Yeah.
Imagine going, hey, we're going to prep for 30.
I know, but that's what I'm saying to you. So it's quite, well, we were just, I think you saw it, we were at the NBA show on the weekend, the Nationals.
Yeah.
I was like, my God, some of the physiques were incredible.
There's more striated glutes sometimes at natty shows than there is at
100%.
in head shows.
But even, like I said, some of, you know what I realized, I think, like I said, the importance of posing. Sometimes they look amazing, but when they don't hold their pose is when they don't look amazing. Some of them, you look at it and you go, wow, if he just tweaks his pose up a little bit.
Twist a little bit here.
Twist it a little
Open
bit.
up a little bit more
open up the
here.
shoulders
To
give the tape of the V shape as well. Like I said, I mean, you probably
Front
know
relax is the most butchered. People
that front relax
is the most butchered. And re-relax is the most butchered.
Yeah, I found that.
Rolled shoulders.
I think it's cost people
Oh,
positions.
no. 100% I agree.
I was watching the show and I think this guy looks amazing. And then when they strike it, you go, wow. And when they're relaxed, you go, oh my God, the guy next to you looks better.
So there was in 2000, I'm going to 2000, Jade, one of my clients, he gets on stage and we've obviously worked on posing and all that. He gets on and he gets second. And I know why he got second. He didn't hit his relat spread and he didn't hit his, it was another reshot. So we get off stage. I go, Jade, what was that? Like, he didn't open up. What's going on here? Cool. He fixed it and didn't lose the rest of the time. Yeah. The guy that beat him in the first category did not beat him at all after that.
See that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It
so I just looked at him. What's going on? I'm like, sorry, coach, I fixed it. Didn't lose after that. Yeah, he ended up winning. Yeah.
Well, exactly how important all this is. So you got into bodybuilding almost by accident, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You went to watch your cousin-in-law.
Yeah, so I mentioned
Bev,
that. Yeah, Bev,
yeah. And you of the show. But when was the first time you touched weights?
In a proper gym setting or just touch weights? I'd say.
I don't care if you grabbed weights.
I grabbed a couple of dumbbells probably in my 20s.
In your 20s?
Yeah, early 20s. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably had some in my bedroom. Did a couple of these, get a couple of these.
What made you grab the weights?
Just like anyone, vanity.
Vanity.
Yeah, it's not like
a bit of a chest, bit of arms.
Yeah.
We didn't think about legs.
But it's funny about like being complex. Like when I first started weight training, I thought I had a really flat chest. So what do I do? I just do chest. And ironically now I'm a good bench presser. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I got into bodybuilding. When I say by accident, it was, as I said, I walked into that show not going, I'm going to do a show. I walked out going, I will do the show. Yeah. I will do a show. Yeah.
So what shows have you done? How many shows have you done?
Whoa. Okay. I did that. How many shows? I'm going to go with 12 plus, maybe
12
more.
Yeah. What's a memorable show? Doesn't have to be a complete winning show, but what's a memorable?
Well, obviously the first one.
The first one.
Yeah, just the emotions and doing all that stuff. A memorable one. In the Philippines, I did a show there with the AMB when they launched a show in the Philippines. So competing against the international contingent, that was memorable. One that was memorable for, I want to say a wrong reason. It just sounds wrong, but I was doing a mini cut and I said, I looked okay. And I looked on Instagram. Okay. This was about 9 weeks into a mini cut. And I was done. I was actually done on this mini cut. It was a little side bet at our gym. And I said, there's a show next week in Brisbane. Virginia, I yelled out, Virginia, there's a show in Brisbane next week. I think I'm going to do it. She goes, are you even prepping? I go, no, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so I funny enough, Beck was at the show. She's the one that broke the news. So long story short, I go, I'm going to do this show. So I booked flights. I registered for the show. And like, I get in there and I win the show. I win the show after this mini cut. And I had not told anyone I was going to do this show. Yeah. Funny enough, Beck, who was your guest the other day, was the first person to actually put it up on social media that I was there, and she kind of broke the news. And I'd say that, and I'd say doing Natural Olympia in 2022
Where was that?
2 in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Tell what is Natural Olympia like? Like meaning, we know Olympia.
Yeah.
What's Natural Olympia like? Is it?
So Natural Olympia is run by the INBA.
Yeah.
Which is essentially an international show that brings, well, they invite everyone from all the countries to compete as essentially their biggest show to showcase the top naturals in the world, right? Yeah. So I guess that's the culmination of, if you want to consider yourself a top natural athlete, you do Olympia.
Was it exactly what you thought it'd be?
Yeah, I think I missed parts of it because I had booked my flights, but there was bits after the show that I would probably have liked, because they do like pro, because I went as a pro. They get desks where you sign autographs, and they got a dinner, and I missed all that. But yeah, I think it was. I mean, it was big. It had the lights and the glamour, and you're in Vegas, and so yeah, I think it was. You represented Australia. We had all the kit and all that kind of stuff. But again, as a competitor, and back to it, I think if I do it again, I'm not going to be happy that I just got first call outs. Right? In my mind, I want to be in the podium. So that's this is back to, I wasn't good enough last time. Okay, well, next time I'll show you kind of thing. But it was fun. I got first call outs so I did the Classic Pro and I did the Bodybuilding Pro. Yeah.
Because the INBA Natural Olympia as Classic Pro, Bodybuilding Pro in 2022. My question is, has steroids ever tempted you? Do you ever think about it?
If I ever thought about it, it would have been like a split second. Yeah. Like financially, it doesn't benefit me. I like the way I look. I'm strong.
No, you are strong. You do look good.
No, I legit probably. The only time, and me and my friends talk about it, if I'm done with my natural bodybuilding life, of course, I've got a couple of niggles and it's going to help me recover, maybe, right? But at this point, it's zero. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? We got this term at the gym. It's like, I'd rather be accused of steroids than actually take it. You know what I mean? What? Yeah, I'd rather be accused of it as a natural.
You are accused of it.
The allegations. I'd rather get. No, I'll tell you, it's a hard kind of no for me with that. So not that I'm against it by any means, but what for in where I'm at? Like,
no, I agree. Do
you know what I mean?
Like, I asked that question. I'm sure people would want to know.
No, I've been asked that before. My question.
Not that you're on it. I'm not.
No.
I'm asking, do you ever have you ever thought about it? Do you wonder about it? Like, I'm trying to say.
No, not a little bit. I don't necessarily think I need to look bigger, or do I want to even experiment with it? It's probably a no, right? Like, I'm almost happy with where I'm at in that sense, that I don't necessarily need it. And well, when I say don't need it, I'm never going to do I'm not doing an IFBB show because I want to win the IFBB and do a pro circuit.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm happy to go into the IFBB show as a natural and see how I stack.
I think you should.
Yeah, I think next time I compete, I'll do it.
Should, because there's a few athletes that have done well out of it.
Yeah. So if you remember the IFBB show, maybe a year or so ago, the under 70s were all top level natural guys. The top three. So it was John, Tony DeVego, and Dimi. Top three, under 70s, all natural.
100%. But do you know also Emad? You know Emad? He was natural and he got a pro card.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not natural now. He admits it clearly, but he was natural when he got his pro card.
Yeah.
So, and he said he didn't even take vitamins. Didn't do anything.
Dude, I always laugh. I don't even take my fish oils or my creatine.
I know. Look, I think when you think you need that stuff and you're not putting the work in the gym, and that's what I think I'm saying to you. When I did do a cycle, did two.
God, you didn't tick those boxes yet.
I could have been better ready.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even. I was just relying on that.
And again, this is a big topic, but I find that there's more of the younger generation that are wanting to do that now. I don't know if it's because they're used to getting things quicker. Like, let's say I want Uber Eats. I want something to eat. Uber Eats. I get it. I want to watch a movie. I get it. Cool. I want my physique. Well, I can get it. Let's take steroids. Yeah. But there's no basis there yet. I don't know how to train well. I don't know how to eat well. I don't know how to rest well. It's a very big topic, right?
Listen, look, I'm watching a few people on it and I'm wondering if they're on it, to be honest, because muscle, when you strip back the fat, it's going to reveal its ugly head. And if you haven't broken that muscle and grown it, you can take all the steroids you like. And Dorian Yates said once, and Dorian said on a podcast recently, or I've heard it, he said, everything you achieved on steroids, when you stop steroids, you don't have it anymore. Your natural base is your natural base. So in other words, if let's say this is your natural base. So you decide to go on a cycle and you've put on 5 kilos. Let's just say that. When you stop steroids, you're going to lose that 5 kilos because that was chemically induced to not be your natural ability. But while you're on steroids, it'll hold on to the 5 kilos. But when you're off the steroids, you don't have that fuel, don't have that coating. So he said, you don't have it anymore. So he was saying, steroids gives you something. When you stop steroids, it takes it away. There's no in between. So the reason I guess some of these greats aren't as big as what they were is because they're not on it.
Of course.
Does that make sense? So it's kind of like it makes sense. If you take away something, you lose it. Now, obviously your base is your base, so you'll just go back to where you were naturally. And some of these guys do look good. Dorian does look good with the shirt off. A lot of people look good with their shirts off, and some don't through their manipulation. But talking about changes, at the start of 2025, you made a promise to yourself to break the APL powerlifting under 75 kilos masters bench press. And then you on Sunday, or one of the Sundays, on your third attempt, you hit 140 kilos and made it happen. Powerlifting is new to me. After decades of bodybuilding, stepping into the arena was intimidating. I was nervous, but other than that, I was driven. The best part, I got to do with my wife and my kids right there. So tell me about that. Is that your new challenge?
It's a side quest.
Side quest?
So I'm doing it again.
Well, you've done a world record, have you? Is that right?
That was a Australian record. Yeah, Australian record. So I'm going to do it at nationals. But again, look, I do these things where I promise myself or I write goals and I just do it. I'm 0 to 100. Did I have to do it? No. But I did it. And now I'm going to do it again now at national. But the coolest part of it, as I said, my wife was the one who helped me did a lift off. My kids there were recording and clapping. It's always good to kind of do it in I wouldn't say in that setting, but people that you kind of want to do it for. Not that you do it for anyone else, but if I'm going to do it for someone, it's going to be those guys. So that was cool. It was a cool moment, and hopefully I can replicate it moving forward.
Well, is it kind of like what you've always said? Naivety was the greatest asset.
You should have seen me backstage. I was like, do I pump up again or do I do another step? I think it was pumping up for way too long. I was backstage. Do I grab this? What do I do here? Like, it was, you know what? It actually brought me back to my first bodybuilding comp. It's like, what's next? When am I going to be on? Like, how does this work? Like, well, who's going to call me? Like, I had like that nervous energy type thing. Yeah, but it was good.
Before we go into the questions as well, I just want to say, so some of the lessons you seem to mention are constant lessons. You always mention the lessons, right? Fall in love with the process. Too many people chase the result, but it's the delayed gratification, the unseen work, the reps, the discipline that forges champions. So I'm assuming that's, again, the naivety of just doing the process, just step by step, turning up.
Like, don't expect anything for every rep that you do. Like, don't expect everything just because you gave someone, did someone a favor. Don't expect that back. Just because you did more than someone else doesn't mean you're going to win. 100%. Like, I always hear it in bodybuilding comps, bro, I can't believe that person won. Like, I worked so hard. I'm like, what, don't you think that person didn't work hard? Like, 100%. Champ, like, yeah, cool. Like, we all worked hard. Like, it is what it is. But that all comes down to like naturals. Like, I've been in this game for long enough. I've been training. I can tell you how many sessions I miss. Be 2 max unless I'm sick in a week, right? If I'm on holidays, if I got a gym, I'm training. If I don't, then I'm not. But if I got access to it, I'm training. It's what I do. It's who I am, right? I think that whole like ticking along and just not expecting anything from everything is a big thing. People expect too much.
Well,
When I say people expect too much, everyone's always wanting what's in it for me. Let's be honest.
No, I'm always, like I said to you, yeah, no, I agree. Like yesterday, I haven't been to the gym maybe 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a few reasons why I haven't gone.
Yep.
There's a few reasons. Just focus somewhere else and some disciplines and just sorting out some stuff.
Yeah.
And just, I guess, the robe, drinking coffee in the morning, right? But I went back to the gym yesterday, last night, and what an amazing feeling.
Yep.
But what I realized was it wasn't what I was going to lift.
Mm-hmm.
It was the execution, the range of movements.
Yep.
And if I was going to find anywhere in that lightweight, a progressive overload, it was going to be rep driven.
Yep.
It wasn't going to be lift driven because I knew I'm in. Yeah. But I've been 4-6 weeks away. Yeah. If I get injured, I'm not here.
Yeah.
And I know that for me, my goal is to reach Sunday. Yeah. And now I've got about 4 or 5 sessions under. Yeah. And then now start building again. Yeah. Build towards spring. Yeah. Build towards summer again. Yeah. Where we've got plenty of time because of coming in winter. Does that make sense? I don't think people realise the first day isn't your last day. Yeah. But you got to work backwards. But you also got to say, well, let's get to the end of the week. But also when you first touch the weights, maybe it's also knowing that, you know, it's pulling yourself back by controlling the situation and realizing how good is it to be here, but let's not blow ourselves out and be unrealistic. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I think that's the great thing about the gym is it's ever a beginning. There's never the beginning is always at the gym. Yeah, yeah. Because the end, I guess what I'm saying is, like I said, now you're saying you want to be the best you are at 50. Yeah. Well, that's going to...
really do, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is it doesn't matter what you look like at 30.
No.
It doesn't look like well, you're 40 or what you did. Now it's new again.
It's new, yeah.
It's a new takedown, I guess. Yeah. You know, so like I said...
But it's 5 years away. I'm already thinking about it. When I say I'm thinking about it...
I'm 4 years away from thinking I'm going to be 60, but the thing is, the truth be told, even though I want to look good then, no, I'm going to bash 56 now. Yeah. Because I'm not my best yet. Yeah. Like when I showed you that photo, that was me 50. And I've buckled my way to 55. Yeah. I'm just learning what I was doing good back then to do it even better now. And I think this podcast has helped me listening and talking to you guys and trying different gyms. Yeah. But let's go over some of the questions. And I need a pen, Chris. Can I get a pen? Yep. All right, this is going to be the questions. Emma, oh my God, Bedladhard. Do you know her?
Yeah, I do.
How did he get those hammies?
Funny enough, it's a weakness, but, well, my coach tells me it's a weakness. Shout out PK. I don't know. It's like, again, it's like just training and just that intensity. Like, honestly, the only thing I can say is if you want to look good, you're going to have to train good. Like, there's no accident with how people look, right? Yeah, those hamstrings is because I've pushed.
Is the work?
Yeah, it's the work. It's always the work. Yeah.
The work.
It's always going to be the work.
Do you find it do you find as well, I think I'm starting to learn this, you need to focus on some of your weakest parts.
Big time.
So for me, I've noticed after a long time, my calves are starting to grow. Yeah. And what I realise why they're growing is they're the first exercise I hit when I walk in the gym. Yeah. If I'm training, if calves is in the game of, and then I'm starting to realise I'm taking for granted, I'm paying more attention to things that my body is naturally good at. Yep. Natural genetics. Yep. But I'm not working on the stuff that is lagging behind, and I'm putting that to one side because I guess my biceps look good. Yeah. But I'm not focused on my tricep that doesn't look good, or I'm not focused on my delts.
Look, there's going to be times where people just want to work on things they're good at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or they just jump at it.
Yeah. Oh, because you're good at it. Yeah, it's natural. Well, this makes me feel good because I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like even that, like. I found it hard, like, again, shout out to BK, but he took some of my chest volume down because he goes, you got a decent chest. Like, we've got to put your effort into here. So I'm like, but I like training chest. Like, why are you going to take it off? But then
that's what I've learned here.
But I've got to understand that that's what, if I want to do better, I've got to improve in areas that I need to improve in. You know what I mean? And look, I get consultations all the time and I'll sit there and not that I find it hard, I find it easier now, but I'll be like sitting there going, look, we probably can get better lats. You're probably lacking in your mid back, right? I'm not saying this from a negative perspective, but if they really want to do well in competitions, champ, this is where I see you need to work.
Wow.
And you know what? They're like, cool. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I trust your opinion. You've been in the game. Let's do it. But the element of going, you're lacking here. No. You know what I mean? It's like, you need more hamstrings. You need more shoulders. Look, I'm more comfortable saying that now because they're actually asking for him, back to what Beck was saying, like getting him posing and like, well, I don't know if I want to do this. Or now, champ, you need more shoulders. You're going to work it. You've probably got a year away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, look, I get people going, I want to compete in 12 weeks. Okay, do you want to compete or do you want to do well? There's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. No, I want to do well. 12 weeks not cutting. You're going to have to do next year. It is what it is.
I love that.
You don't have to come with me as a coach, but if you want to do well, I'm not putting you on stage.
I think that's where the coaches need to really understand. I think that's good advice. I like that advice because I think everyone should compete, but I think coaches should ask that question.
Yeah.
Is it getting on stage all you want? Let's get you on stage. But if you are wanting to be a competitor, compete against them. Yeah. I think, all right, give us 12 months.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a game where I do this show, I'll put up my socials that I've done a show, I can now coach.
Exactly. But
you know what I mean? It happens. And look, and not to be negative, but that's the barrier of entry into the fitness industry.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen is going to be a barrier of entry of what's awarded. And if you are giving participation awards to everybody, I mean, how much has that helped our kids today? Participation. How many weak kids have we got?
Did we say it today?
Yeah.
What do we say?
Yeah, same.
Well, we said exactly the same. I hate participation awards.
Unfortunately, I said I'm divorced.
We said exactly the same.
I'm divorced, but I think I'm divorced because I wasn't a participation awards person. So I think people want you to say they did everyone wants to say
you did a good job.
Everyone should be happy, right? Or everyone should, it should be fair. And when you tell someone no, and when you tell someone no, they should cry. It's okay to cry. Yeah. It's okay that you're angry. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Someone did better than you, but not today. No. And I feel like in some ways the bodybuilding game is just allowing a participation awards. Yeah. I think top 3 get trophies. That's it. Yeah. I know they're going down 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th. I hear, but me, or everyone gets. I've never seen so many trophies in my life. I've never seen so many medals. Medals are everywhere. Yeah, you know. This category is you've never trained in your life. You're 50 kilos. And you don't need to wax and no makeup. And guess you're first. But register.
Yeah, there's many competitors that were the only competitor and then they won't disclose it and it's like, I came first.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Look,
I love when they go, top 2, I came second. And I go, how many competed? And they go, 2. I'd prefer to not show that award. Not because I don't want to. I prefer to know that I got on stage.
Yeah. Look, I think there's the element of, and this is me being kind of political. Yeah. Is it's hard enough to get on stage, right?
100%.
So be proud that you got on there. Yeah. But don't glorify it either because there's people that do.
Yeah.
I'm now the second in Australia. I'm like, cool, you are. But technically, but be humble enough to say, like, cool, like I got on stage. There was 2 of us. I got second, but the rest of you didn't get on stage, so I still deserve this. Yeah, like I get that part of that, right?
And I get what you just said too. There is a part where they've done all the work, I guess.
Yeah. And unfortunately, maybe they could have still got second if there was 5 of them.
That's right. That's true too.
But what I'm saying is, just don't glorify it in the sense that you think you've made it.
Yeah. No, there is a funny. I guess. Yeah. No. I'm listening.
That's looking.
Look, I'm learning a lot about the competitive nature of this game, like bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding. To me, looking good at the beach, guys looking good, girls looking good at the beach. To me, that's a competition in itself. Yeah, for sure. But I'm starting to understand the stage part and. Wow, it's a lot of work.
This is like, again, not controversial, but there's an amount of people that I could see at our gym. For example, I work at Borgia North Parramatta. Yeah. That you can just go, if that girl just trained for 6 weeks and jump on stage, not overly strong, great structure,
she'd win.
Cool, she'd probably go do well.
She's not even thinking of competing.
Cool, right, that's right. And then you got this guy over here that's just strong as an ox at training. But if you put those 2 together, this one's mediocre in strength but looks good. This one's strong and really trains hard. You put them next to each other in the show. this person might win, the mediocre one.
I know.
But unfortunately, that's what it is, right?
There's really some people out there.
It doesn't mean you're worse.
I know.
It's just the competition tells you that person's better for the stage.
I know.
That's why if you want to validate yourself, you're going to have to do a discipline that's clear cut. You did that better than that someone else. And the judge didn't say you look better.
I've come to realize, not that if I ever do compete, but if I do compete, if I do want to give it one crack, I'm going to go in to want to win, but hear me out.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to win to achieve to be able to put my feet on that stage. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to go in half-hearted just to get on stage.
Yeah.
I don't. To be honest, I don't want to go on stage. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to get on stage, I want to go
0 to 100, Steve.
I'm going to go 0 to 100. But then I'll realize if all that work got me there, then I will take the accomplishment of getting on stage and take away just winning it. But getting there would have to be a winning mentality.
Yeah, it's got to be,
It's got to be, you know what I mean? But that's what I think. But so Isaac Cordino's asked, is he natty?
He knows.
No. No way.
100%.
Oh, he is. All right.
Piss in every cup.
All right. Chris, get the cups. Get the cups. Danielle Ruth 13 asks Sumarek said, is it easier for short people to get results in physique bodybuilding?
I don't think it's necessarily easier, but structure matters. And I talked about that, where your insertions are, just how your body flows. Yeah, cool. Shorter people with more muscle look better. They look thicker,
Can you just, I'm going to sound very dumb.
Yeah.
What's an insertion?
Just where the start of the muscle
Right.
kind of ends from here. So, for example, if I look at that, some people's insertion points here, some's lower. So they look wider.
Insertion point.
Yeah.
So insertion point of a bicep.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Insertion point of a tricep.
Yeah, correct, right?
I know
so
it sounds
sometimes
shit,
that
but I learned
matters. Like,
something.
even if you look at a female for, say, IFBB bikini, tiny waist, long clavicles. Cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They pose.
Insertion. I kept wondering what the hell are they doing
So,
with insertions?
to his point, because he's a tall guy, I know Daniel. So it's more impressive if someone's taller and more muscular. It's obviously harder to look bigger when you're taller because you need to pack on more muscle. Yeah. But the question is, I mean, to answer it, like I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses. And just because someone's shorter means, yeah, cool, they got some advantages. Some of our short kings have an advantage in that sense, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they've got a bigger advantage.
Yeah, we had what's his name? Say Chris, Gold's Gym, Ed Connors.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he said, and he's an engineer, architect. And he looks at structure, and he said that in America, you're either a bodybuilder or a wrestler.
Yeah.
And wrestler is anyone over 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
And bodybuilders, anything 5'11", 5'10", below.
yeah.
So 5'7".
Yeah.
So bodybuilding suited the shorter guy for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I didn't like, but that's how he looked at it. Like, and when people came to him, Daniel R. Simrek asked the same question: is 100% natty? All right, this one will say no.
1 billion.
We'll say yes to this one. I thought we'll say yes to one and no to the other one. But you know what's funny? How he says, is he 100% natty? Is there anything else? Can you be 50% natty? Have you heard of that guy that does the skits of 50% natty?
Yeah.
He's 50% natty. I love that. He's only 50% natty. There's a guy that says he's 50% natty.
He's obviously he's a parody.
I think I'm 70% natty.
Yeah.
What's the other percent? So
100.
Yes, all right, you are. Final Forms Fitness wrote, cutting and bulking as a natural and the protocols you would implement versus enhancement. I asked that question, didn't I?
So I can't comment on the enhanced side, but I'm assuming with the enhanced side, with the supplements and the PEDs, you have a advantage in terms of.
Can I tell you what maybe I'm speaking, maybe the true steroid people should talk about it. But what I found was when you went on the gear, what was your heaviest final weight?
Stage weight?
No, not weight. We're talking about was your bench press?
I did the 140 at the.
All right.
Yeah.
With roids, 140 will be an entry point.
Yeah.
Like I was grabbing weights and I'm thinking like, how am I lifting this thing? And I think that's what it was about breaking down muscle, because you would lift. It was that I was lifting heavier weight, but I was stronger.
Yeah, of course.
So that meant breaking down the body
Muscle,
step.
yeah.
Oh my God, you're bench pressing 100 kilo on your finals as a natural.
Yeah.
Now you're starting at 80 kilos.
Yeah.
Second set's 100 kilos. You've gone 100, 140 is your last set because you're on the juice.
Yeah.
So what does your chest do when you're doing that?
Yeah, it's got to blow up, right?
It's going to blow.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're kind of doing progressive overload in the fast lane.
Yeah, correct.
More so.
Yeah,
but you don't realise it.
Yeah.
So you have to do bigger weights, but the body's going like, you've never picked this up before.
Yeah.
So that's what I found with enhancement in some ways.
I think, what was it the cut?
Yeah, cutting and bulking.
Yeah,
Natural.
I think it becomes more. Look, I'm assuming it's the same with the enhanced guys, but it's really very calculated, right? So, for example, if I'm going in a bulk, we're looking at, let's say our coach gives me our timeline. He's going, Pete, I want you to put on 200 to 300 grams a week for the next week. So you're looking at 3 kilos in 10 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. Not this dirty bulk business where people are just like
Eating anything.
You know what I mean? Like,
So do you think it's I'm going to write, it's a science.
100. It's got to be 100%
It's a science, but it's also, would you say, you said something.
Yeah.
It is progressive overload.
It's progressive overload.
Actually, probably the hardest you've ever had to do. So progressive, progressive overload.
Yeah.
And then obviously fuel.
Yeah.
Because if you're not fueled right, none of the science or the progressive
Yeah,
overload.
for sure.
Do you think, is that what I learned from you from when I asked that question?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's having adequate fuel to support the growth and the training.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Eleni says, this is what Eleni wrote.
You got to answer this question.
Yeah, tell Steve hi from Eleni and that he's a patata. So she says I'm a potato. Eleni, I weighed myself, Chris. I weighed myself yesterday at the gym, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I started Muscle Talks podcast, I was 104 kilos.
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting. I'm 84 kilos.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm 84 kilos.
Yeah.
I weighed in 84 kilos.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I feel a little small at the moment. I think I still need to, like bounce around in that area. But I do want to get a bit sharper, but I have to get my food right at the moment. So Eleni,
Get.
84 kilos, Eleni, all right? When she met me, I was 104 kilos, all right? When you met me. Oh, because I'm going to answer these questions. Michael asked a question. Michael Sat. Michael Sat. What's the difference between the ones who can and the ones who can't from your experience?
The ones that believe they can.
Yeah.
And the ones that believe their own story that they can't.
It's belief.
Yeah. Look, I touched on it quite a bit in this. It's if you think you could do it, you do it, right? It's that story that you would tell yourself. And I said it before. Did I believe myself early on in my career that I could do what I've done? Once I started believing I could, then I told myself a different story. Now you can. You know what I mean? Like at that point, I couldn't. Why? Because I told myself I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? So I think it just becomes that belief. And I deal with people all the time, and I'm thinking, why don't you think you can do it? As I said, I revert back to I believe in some of these people more than they believe in themselves. It's my job as a coach to bring that out and to maximize their potential. Not because I need to be their caretaker or therapist or whatnot, but sometimes I think, dude, like you owe it to yourself to really maximize your potential. Like I've bullshitted myself for years. I can see it. Yeah. Like you're bullshitting yourself. Like I can see me in you right now. You know what I mean? Like I've been in your shoes. Like you can do this. Other people, I can't do this. I'm like, well, why not?
Are you a tough coach?
I can be when I need to be, but I'm also empathetic when I need to be. Okay. And I'm not I told a guy the other day that he just wasn't made for bodybuilding.
Wow. How did he take it?
Because they say that. It's like I was breaking up with him. I said, dude, the reality is if you want to be a bodybuilder, you're going to follow your diet and you're going to have to train. This week you told me you didn't follow your diet and you only trained once. How are you going to be a bodybuilder?
So you're using the psychology part to it's like not so much that you want to offend him. You probably want him to get angry and get onto it.
I want him to realize what it takes to.
Like you want him to
be.
turn around and say, "Fuck you, I'll show you."
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I get it.
Yeah, and he responded.
Yeah, that's.
And he definitely responded. But the difference between the people that do and people that aren't is like what they want to believe.
Belief
in themselves. Yeah.
Think you can. You can. Think you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
Managing stress and training.
Again, it's
That's by Steph Suarez.
Suarezito. It's really gratitude. Like it's how do I say this? It's a privilege to be able to train. What stress do we have? Mm-hmm. When I say what stress, like don't get me wrong, and people have stress, and then you have these elements of things that you are stressed about. But if you look at it, but what are we stressing about? I'm having a conversation with you, Steve, in a podcast. My life can't be that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
people who are like, I'm going to go after this and train and get something and go back to work. Like, what am I stressing about? You know
So
what I mean?
humbling
Like,
yourself in gratitude, eh?
for sure. And then actually thinking about this in a sense that this is an opportunity to get better. I'm assuming she's asking it from a bodybuilding perspective because life's going to get in the way. Right? Either you use training to help you, I wouldn't even use the word escape, but to kind of help deal with the stress and actually use it as a tool to deal with it. Or you go, shit, I'm too stressful to train. And let's be honest, people do that. Oh, I'm stressed, I didn't go to gym. Cool. Well, you still less stressed? No.
The gym helps you, man, with your stress.
This is what I'm saying. Like it's
Wow. I've gone stressed and it's
come out better, right?
every time. No, you have to turn up. I think
You said it.
you just
Turning
can't-
up is a big thing.
Yeah, but you can't think about it. You just jump. It's got to be like having showers, brushing teeth. You just got to go and do it.
I've told clients before that struggled to train. I say, okay, try this. Drive to the gym. Even if you drive to the gym and sit in the car and drive off, cool. You made the effort to go to the gym.
I've heard people have spoken about that.
Just go to the gym.
Yeah.
And next time, drive again. And if you go in there and train for 10 minutes, good. I'm happy with that. Drive out after 10. I've used that a few times and then chances are they get into habit and they start training.
Some people, I think I've heard that where someone said, look, I don't want to train. Say, okay, we won't train. Just rock up and drive off.
Yep.
And they've wondered what that meant. And sometimes they've ended up training. So like I said,
there you go.
just turn up.
Just turn up.
Luita, maybe?
Later.
Lifetime friend,
Yes.
natty believer, unquestionable believer for you. So she was backing you, anyone that's asking the question. What motivates you to be so consistent and regimented?
I wouldn't say insecurity, but I think I touched on it earlier. I think when I discovered I could achieve stuff, I wouldn't even say it became addictive, but everything that I do is in my control. And when I understood that everything that comes in my life and my training, my physique, my work, it's all got to do with me. Like the way I react, the way I do things, my discipline, like, and you'll know this, like there's games where I play basketball. If it's a game's at 9 o'clock, I don't play because I need my sleep because I got to function at work and I want to train well because that's important to me. And I'm also, I think it's the discipline comes to I'm too lazy to work too hard. If I worked this hard for years to get what I want to say achieved, why would I want to waste it on trivial stuff? Like, honestly, I think it comes down from an insecurity of knowing that I was at that point and I've now got it to this point. And I'm also lazy enough to not ruin it and just keep building on it, if that makes sense. But
Yeah. I'm writing something here.
yeah. And he'll be one of those first people he's like a really good friend of mine. He's seen me when I was undisciplined. He's seen me when I wasn't training. He'll also, he'll laugh at this. He's also taking credit for taking me into the gym for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there you go.
yeah.
You need friends like that.
Yeah.
What I wrote is everything is that you wrote. You said everything's about yourself, but also knowing what serves you best.
Yep.
And knowing the no and knowing the yes.
No, yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what you want to say no to, and you know what you want to say yes to.
Yeah.
Which is not an element of laziness. You're just not going to do it. So
I just have boundaries for myself.
yeah, boundaries.
Yeah. And I don't actually need everyone to be on the same ride as me either. Like, just because I don't want to have a beer doesn't mean we can't sit here and have a talk and you drink a beer and I have my Pepsi Max.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's your choose, you choose that, I choose this. Like, it's...
I don't need to not drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but I've realised drinking doesn't serve me. Actually, I don't like hanging around with people when we're tipsy. What I find is we're all stupid. We don't actually have no substance.
I'm as much the same. I hate, I want to say I hate unpredictable people, but when people drink, they do stupid things.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, so,
But no one has real feelings.
No.
Like at the end of the day, they're hungover or saying, "Oh, I drank too much." Or I just, why would you continue doing that? I get it. I did it in my 20s. I did it in my 30s.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you're missing out on connection.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's just society, I think, in general.
So there you are doing a double bicep pose.
Yep.
7 months and feel like this has always been my home, making WG, North Parramatta, my HQ. I've met so many great people, had plenty of laughs, a new environment to make a difference. Sometimes making a change and leaving your comfort zone uncovers more than you think. Blessed. Yeah. How's that going? How's that place?
Yeah, really good. Love it.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So I always think about this, and not that I wish I'd left my old workplace earlier.
Which was?
I was at Genesis, not nearby. So again, this is comfort, right? It's close to home.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. This is also close to home. But if I think about my progression in the last 12 months, even business-wise and people I've met and even in my physique, because the facilities are great there, I feel like I've developed even more, right? So, yeah, I definitely made the right decision, and how do I say this? Like, yeah, I just wish that I had thought about different changes earlier, because I just probably, I wouldn't say owed it to myself, but was comfortable too much, I think. Yeah. And he's taught me that sometimes changing environment is the best thing.
It is, sometimes it is.
Yeah.
I just remembered something that you might have written. I just want to make sure if I've covered it. Also, you wrote mid-40s and feeling stronger than ever. Yeah. It's not about getting older. It's about getting better. For me, that means prioritizing health and fitness, cultivating a positive mindset, continuously growing on myself. It's a journey, not a destination. Embracing the process, loving the person I'm becoming.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I just think, I think I said it, the last 2 years is the most maturation. I think I'll use that word.
Yeah.
Most I've known myself, most I've known others. And I think that I've allowed myself to do that, if that makes sense. I've tried to understand things that I was doing and what was, I want to say the word triggering me, but I find this sense of calmness in the last couple of years is because I just think, shit, I've got so much going for me, like more than not. And I just want to keep it continue. Like, I honestly think I'm getting better as I get older physically.
Yeah.
And look, they got this thing where obviously the midlife crisis. I don't know if I've gone through it yet. But
are you having fun?
Yeah, 100%.
You're going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah. My midlife crisis is
midlife crisis is supposed to be fun.
No, my midlife crisis is
literally...
having
a midlife crisis, it's not fun.
No, I didn't buy a car. I didn't... Yeah, maybe I went on a trip after that Natural Olympia. I did an NBA trip on my own. Yeah. So maybe that was it. But I really feel like...
Did you buy a new car?
No. Oh, no. After COVID, I did. That's because my other car conked out. But yeah, I think in this mindset, I was like, fuck, how do I just keep like taking this and going? I want to say necessarily the next level. Historically, I've always said I'm good at this. So I was okay with it. Now I'm like, I'm good at this. How can I now?
You are good at it and you've done well. And 40s are good. 40s are good. There's so much, like I said to you, I mean, wow, just like I said, it can be a blink. Before we go over the body, you mentioned something. Remind me to tell you about printing a picture.
Oh, yeah.
I needed to
I'll tell you this story. So the current, Graydon, he just won the WNBF Pro.
Yeah.
So their first pro ever. So shout out to Graydon. I just spoke to him. So when I first competed, I don't know if it was Yahoo, the search engine at the time. So I've searched under 70 or under 65 bodybuilding champion A and B. Graydon's picture comes up,
Yeah.
right? I print it. I said, if I want to look good or do well in bodybuilding, this is who I need to look like.
Yeah.
So I printed it and I've put it there. 6 years later, I get to compete against him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we get on stage. So it's a full circle moment, right?
Yes.
I've printed this picture of who I need to look like. Now we're going head to head.
Wow.
Right? We're going to head to head. So the first competition against him, I actually had placed better than him. So I got second, he got third. And then we competed against each other in the ICN World titles. 2 weeks later, he's got first and I got second. Yeah. But and I think I wrote in one of our posts, when second isn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of that, like, I had put this, literally printed a picture of a guy that I said, if I ever want to do well, I need to look and do well to then compete and beat him at some point. And like, he's an OG of the game. He just won the pro show, the WNBF.
What's his name?
Graydon Leon.
Graydon?
Graydon Leon.
Great.
Yeah. So GMF, yeah, so GMF team, shout out to Graydon. But yeah, so I thought that was a pretty cool story to go, hey, this is visualization to realization. I guess
is your goal now, so when you type it in again, it's you that pops up?
If people search it, it'll be me, potentially. Yeah. So no, it was a kind of. I remember sitting there going, "Wow, it's like, it's pretty cool. Like, it was a cool moment." Yeah.
Goals to compete again in 2006 OCB,
2020,
yeah. In the USA again, and maybe do an IFBB as a natural,
yeah. So
coaching wise impact people, but that's you competing possibly in that.
No, we'll compete next year.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, I've already in my mind. I'm already started. Yeah, it's that far away. I've already like, in my mind. Yeah.
What are we coming in as? What are you changing? What do you want to improve? What do you think you need to improve on, or what do you need to keep?
No, I definitely. I can get conditioned.
More conditioned.
Yeah. No, I can get pretty conditioned. I'd probably keep a bit more fullness.
So fullness.
And just really pose well, and really, if I can say I want to improve, just through the top half of my quad, detail that out.
Yeah.
But everything else, like through my shoulders a little bit. But I've been working on those. They've come up. But they're definitely the OCB next year, September, the Jordan Cup. I'll do the IFBB, I think, as a natural, and I might do an ICN show. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Hey guys, Steve here. You know how much I love food. Food is very important to me. I'm an advocate for good food, good quality food, well-priced, well-valued food. And this is it. Macro Foods. I've searched long and hard and I found it. It took a while, but I finally found the best. Macro Foods, ready-made meals that actually hit your macros. Tasty, high-protein meals designed to fuel your goals without the prep time. Head to Macro Foods, that's with a Z, macrofoods.com.au and use code MTP10 for 10% off your order. I'm serious, guys. Only seek the best, eat the best, and promote the best. Macro Foods. macrofoods.com.au. Go now. Use code MTP10 for 10% off all your orders.
All right, we're going to go over the body quickly.
Yeah.
I'm just going to choose a body part.
Yep.
And all we need is exercise sets and reps.
Okay.
All right. Whether you train it or not, whether you want to mention it or
Yep.
not, it's up to you. But we're going to start with traps.
Traps. 3 sets max, unless you want big traps.
Of what?
Shrug work or some row work.
Row work?
Yeah.
3 sets, reps?
6 to 12.
6 to 12, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go delts. Side delts?
Oh, that's a big one. Depends how much you want to improve it. Anything between 3 to 9 sets a week, up to 12. Rep ranges, anything between 6 to 20.
6 to 20, okay.
Yeah.
Redelts?
Again, do you need it? Same 6 sets a week max, I would say, especially if you're doing rowing already. Mm-hmm. But specifically redelt stuff, again, 6 up to 15 reps.
And sets?
6 to 12 max, I'd say. You could, depends on
For the week?
Yeah, for the week, yeah.
Would you get it all in one session or you split it?
No, I generally split.
All right, split.
Yeah.
So you kind of train it twice a week in some ways.
Yeah.
Front? Tilts?
Depends how much work you're doing it. up to 9 sets. Depends. But if you're doing incline chest press, you're probably hitting a bit there.
Yeah.
Some people could do it in 6.
So what was the sets and reps?
Anything between 3 to 6 to 9. I wouldn't do more than specifically front. I wouldn't do more than 9.
In reps?
Reps, you could go 6 to 12.
6 to 12,
Yeah.
9 sets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through the week. Back, lats.
Look, these are
You just got to pick one exercise.
These are a
mate?
big question, all right? Because when you say back, shows are one from the back, people lack from the back.
Which is what?
People lack
Yeah. I think
from
I
the
need
back
to get thickness.
quite,
I don't know
quite
why.
a bit. Definitely a row movement for thickness.
For thickness.
Pull for kind of width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sets, reps.
Sets in a week,
Yeah.
16, 18, up to 20.
Yep.
Varying pull or rows, pull in different planes. Yeah.
Chest.
Depends how much you're liking. It could be 6 up to 18.
Sets.
Yeah.
Reps in a rep session.
Ranges from 4, 15.
Okay.
You know, you got these, again, look, this is my take on it. There's people that do triple drop sets. Would I personally do triple drop sets? No.
Okay.
I'm intense for the sets that I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Abs.
They're non-essential, but if you want a good midsection, 6 to 9 sets a week.
What's non-essential mean?
If you already got a good midsection and it shows and it's aesthetically there,
So diet's going to bring it out.
yeah, of course.
Living
You're
down.
not going to have abs. Like if you're a men's physique competitor and a midsection's important and you want that thickness and the aesthetic for it, I'll be doing it.
What would you do?
Cable crunches, leg raises,
Sets,
weight
reps?
stuff. So I'd say 8 to 15, up to 20.
Up to 20.
Yeah.
Bicep.
Depends on your liking. I do it 6 sets a week.
That's it.
That's all I do.
Six
But then
sets.
there's people
reps.
that
Reps.
my rep range is 8 to 15.
8 to 15. Yeah. Some people need to do more. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I've
really-
got to learn that too.
Yeah.
We had the Black Terminator on. He never trained arms ever.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at my calves, I barely do anything on my calves.
That's what I was going to say. Some people don't even touch them.
Yeah.
Chris touches nothing. Look how good he looks. Tricep.
Same. It'd be, depends on your physique. Could be 6, could be up to 12.
What type of exercise?
I do like a lot of push down, overhead stuff.
What about the bicep? What would you do?
I try to do long stretch stuff, so full range stuff.
Full range.
North Shore. I like long movements. Yeah.
Okay. Forearms.
0. Have you seen my forearms?
I'm sure they're big. Quads.
Quads, again, depending on your structure. I'd probably do at the moment 12 sets on quads a week.
12.
Hack squats,
Yeah.
lunge work. I do this thing called somersault squat, leg extensions,
Yeah.
squat presses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squatting if necessary. Some people don't like squatting, so you don't.
I kind of, I'm going to try to introduce squatting a bit more. The reason being is I think I have a better sweep if I squat. I think it opens up my legs. I think if I do everything else, I think squatting, for me, makes them,
Yeah, big.
opens them up.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Yeah.
we get a better sweep. Hammies.
So for me, I've been concentrating on that. So I'm doing up to 20 sets at the moment.
Right, yes.
Which is something I need to bring up, right? My rep range is anything between 4 to 12 at the moment.
4 to 12.
Yeah.
All right. Glutes.
Glutes, if you're a bodybuilder and you need glutes, yeah, you could be doing 12 sets easy. If you're a bikini competitor, you're doing 20 odd plus, maybe more in a week.
What's a good exercise?
Well, hip thrusts, squatting,
Squatting.
lunges, Bulgarians.
Bulgarians.
Yeah.
Calves. You don't train.
Standing raises, seated raises. Yeah. But tempo.
How many rep sets?
Again, like for you, Steve?
Yeah.
20. For me,
100%.
that's 6. But like it's just tempo, holding.
100%.
Like,
I'll take
bring
that.
it up. Yeah,
It
yeah,
offended
yeah.
me a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
okay. God, you're brutal, mate. Tibialis.
Again, if you need it, 6 sets, 15, 9 sets max.
right.
That's just kind of
Yeah, nah. What? All right. Where can we find you? Promote yourself. Tell them.
Instagram, Rippon.Fitness. On Instagram, that's TikTok. Don't do much on there, but I'm on there too. World Gym, North Parramatta. You can find me there. Got my own space there. But they're really the 2 platforms that you can find me. Yeah. So
Okay. Pete, What's your surname, Pete?
Mapagu.
But what?
Mapagu.
Mapagu.
So it's pronounced in Mapagu, but
Mapagu.
in Australia it's Mapagu. It gets butchered a lot. Mapagu.
Mate,
Mapagu. Yeah.
what can I say? Thank you so much. It's been an
Appreciate
absolute
it.
pleasure, brother.
Good. Great
Awesome.
chatting.
Great chatting.
Hey guys, another podcast done with another wonderful guest. They're all greats, no matter who they are. So, to continue what we're doing and to keep supporting you and bringing the very best, if you could subscribe, hit the notification bell, press like, it only helps us to grow this channel even further. We really appreciate the support, and to go and find more all around the world. Bring them here to Muscle Talks podcast and share real, raw, and honest conversation around a sport we love, bodybuilding. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching this podcast. Thank you for watching all podcasts. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and continue watching us here on YouTube or listening to us here on Spotify.